since 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
We got a bunch of priests and a paladin. It was literally the holy. Oh my! Woo, baby, are you kidding me? Woo. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How are all of you doing? I am so tired, dude. Holy moly. I am so very tired. I literally didn't really get much sleep last night, and then I was like, all right, it's 7. I'm going to go to my doctor's appointment. That was fun. And then I came back, I was like, I'm asleep. I'm gonna sleep for as much as I can. So yeah, how you guys doing? I am a sleepy boy today, but I got coffee, so we're good for at least 2 hours in the duels, and then afterwards I might just go and chill on the couch. I gotta figure out if I can some way. Okay, so I have Diablo on my PC. I'm wondering if I can somehow find like a way to stream Diablo to the PlayStation in the living room so I could just chill and play there. Or if I could just be like, yo, PlayStation, I already own Diablo. Can I like plug in a code through BNet, yada yada, whatever. I need to look into it, but that'd be kind of nice. Both monks and enhancer shaman. Is that what we're getting into? Is that what you've been playing recently? That sounds like a lot of fun. Also, question: do any of you know how to do weak aura stuff? Because I don't really mess around with weak auras, dude. As much as I made a few custom weak auras, I am not, you'd be surprised, a weak aura wizard. I am not a great at weak auras. I don't even know how to upload them. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do that for like a package. But I don't really do that on the regular. But for now, if you guys know how to do it, if it's easy, you know, just let me know. What is bro doing? Okay, it's taking forever to load. It was literally just like on the loading screen for a while. What is bro doing? Also, they messed up PTR. I don't really know what they did specifically. They like the naming is so weird. Maybe it's them prepping for Midnight Alpha, but yeah, the naming is all kinds of weird right now. That was fun. That's maybe indicative of something that is yet to come. If Diablo 4 is anything like Overwatch 1, you might have to get a separate ID and link account, sadly. So you mean I will have to buy the game separately on PlayStation? Yeah, that probably ain't gonna happen. I don't know. Well, Overwatch is free, right? So you just, as long as you download Overwatch on PlayStation, download Overwatch on PC, you link the account, boom, you're good to go. That's easy. I was able to do that a while back. Diablo, you gotta pay for the game and then pay for the expansions and all that other stuff. So I'm wondering, like, yeah, I've already bought it on PC, wasn't there? Oh, I was talking about Overwatch 2. I have no idea if Overwatch 1 was like something you could, but yeah, could you plug in the PC and TV instead of the monitor? I could. The problem is I don't have a wire that's like, I would need what, 20 feet of distance? Because I don't have my PC and my living room in the same room. They're separate rooms completely. Yeah. So I would need to run a cable or something, but so that ain't happening. Let's get ourselves some 5V5 1v1s going tonight, boys. Let me get the music going too. I think it should be good, right? How loud is that? Oh, you guys can't even see it. Here we are! Got ourselves a 5V5 1v1 today, boys! Yo, groups are going to be listed up right now. Get in here, bud. Is Johnny on? Is my boy Johnny on? Do we have Rick Meister online? Johnny, whisper me right here. Ready! Yo, Nasmirshka, get in here, bud. Who else do I get in, man? Who do you got on your team, Johnny? Just so I want to go whispering people. Gossagry, join me, bud. Join me. Anasted, actually, Anasted is somebody that does join these, isn't he? 5V5 1? Yeah, I literally have a name 5V5 1. Hey, friend, want to join? I'm gonna ask him. He's in mid arena or something, but I'll see if he's down for it. Also, is Warcraft run? Maybe me and Warcraft could do some teams games this week. That'd be kind of fun. It's insane. Do you have a group, my guy? Группа есть или что? Practicing a little bit of that Russian here and there, you know what I mean? Leon, I don't remember if he's somebody who joins him. Alex, hey, friend, wanna join Duels? Also, there was Druidy. I don't know if he's down for it or not. He's in a priory of Sacred Flame, so it looks like he's doing keys. Good for you, good for you. Rest in Hell, hey friend, Duels? Question mark? I want to see if Rest in Hell wants to join in, dude. I love some Demon Hunter representation in these. That is a lot of fun. Team Leo, okay, cool. Yeah, you have to buy to get actual BS. Bro, actual BS. Bro, one thing that I cannot wait for gaming to have is just like, look, once you own a game through BNet, I feel like it would be so cool if Blizzard was like, yo, you already own a BNet and you can get BNet on PlayStation We got you, bud. We got you. You know what I mean? I think it'd be so good. Should we go now? Yes. 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 We have spot open. 8 AM, we can only take one, but as the night goes on, people will rotate in and out. So if you do bring friends, I'm sure they will get a chance at some point to play. But I can't guarantee. I should probably add that. I can't guarantee. Like, maybe they'll get a chance to play, but I can't guarantee. Is Cobre online? Because I feel like we barely have Cobre in here, and he ain't online. What the hell? Is, so I need one more. Rest in hell. Apparently Johnny already took him. Invite me. Just 2 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I can't invite him because the party's full. That's my problem. And instead, an invite. Oh, I can't invite him. Okay, give him a second. Give him a second. Would be such a cool thing if full crossplay playability without having to empty the bank for a stupid game on a different console, but at least isn't already in control of it. Could be worse, right? Could be. We could have a bunch of dude. Randy, you know what? Randy definitely needs to stop talking. definitely needs to stop talking. That being said, he is hilarious. So if you know what, at best we can do is just use Randy Pitchford as a lolcow, have some fun, because this man is a character. But like, dude, just add FOV slider, right? Just why do people need to up their cache for shader to 100 gigabytes just for the game to stop stuttering? Which, by the way, apparently that's the solution. Why is there a memory leak so you have to log off and get out the game like every hour? But Randy, we don't need his big old spiel on X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to do it. Put the fries in the bag, Randy. Put the game in the bag, Randy. Put the FOV slider in the bag, Randy. Just shut up and do it. Seriously, like, Jesus, man. He's fighting his whole community. He's like, you want to fight about it? It's like, no, I just want to play the game. But that bitch keeps stuttering. I just want to have some fun with it. Oh, you want to fight? No, I don't. He's just beefing with every person that loves the game. And it's like, dude, that is the CEO. It's just, it's. Man always wanted to be a magician. I think he wanted to be a magician, but it turns out he's just a clown. I feel like a magician in the circus is a higher standing than a clown, and I feel like so far his behavior has been that of a clown. He can fix it. He can solve it. Just put the game in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, Randy. I thought it was October 21st on Cap Crest. Is it 21st? Is it confirmed? Is it confirmed 21st is on Cap? Really? New tokens, gear vendor, Dell reward, professional update, Blizzard. Is that really 21st? Dell rewards? Where is it? Hold on. Oh, apparently it's the same blue post. Okay, what the hell? What part am I reading? Crest. Copy the word crest. As of the week, October 21st, the capital crest is lifted on 21st. And Valisters become warbound. Really? I feel like the crest cap should have been gone like day one. Is it just me? Like, bro, the season is over. Maybe they're waiting for Hall of Fame to close. All right, doesn't notice. Dude, I'm trying to notice. I am the noticer. I am the noticer. You sure no spots? ITM, none. But I'm sure we will get more free space as we go. Goss agree, or you want to be lead? Want to be lead for the queue? I need a body to be lead. I'm gonna make Edison lead, dude. This guy seems like really social, really nice, really chill. Watch him turn out to be like an absolute like psycho. Please, I'm sure he's a perfectly fine individual and he's perfectly cool, but like, damn, I'm just like, he's a friend of. What is a friend of? He's a friend of It's a paladin. Starts with B. I don't remember the name. I'm so bad, dude. If I see him online, I'll know. But like, damn, he's a nice guy. He's a friend of a really, really nice guy. My question is the point of upping the ranks and gear, but not a cap at the quest on Saint. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I think just let the grind happen. Let the grind happen. Maybe they're just like, oh, everybody's gonna play in remix anyway. So like, what's the point? No, I feel like if you're gonna up it, delay the item level increase until later. Then just make it October 21st when all the sets are off, all the limits are off. You know what I mean? Probably is what they should do. But yeah, I think they should pull it out early. Honestly, just have it available day one. Like, who's gonna stop anything? Like, Hall of Fame basically over. I mean, not quite, but like, season is over. It's the end of the season. Just pull the ripcord, let us have some fun and play. That's all, right? I just want to do the big grind, finish up a rogue, do my ults, play some remix, and then do my weekly logins and pushes. That's all I want to do, man. We're gonna focus on remix for those 2 weeks anyway. Yeah, that or delay it. That or just delay it and then have like all of it available then anyway. I feel like you should just pull the ripcord because, like, dude, some people are not even interested in remix. They're just gonna be playing season 3, and I feel like it's perfectly fine to have both available. Remix is gonna have phases anyway, so it'll be like, all right, first week we're gonna end up leveling, then we're gonna hit the cap on our phase stuff within the first week. Then I'm gonna go back to season 3 and gear up my rogue fully, right? That will work out. And the next week after that, new phase comes out. I run through that really quickly, and then I go back to maximize mod rogue in season 3. I feel like that would be better. I feel like personally that would be better. On campcraft, we'll play top tier guilds with a lot of bosses. I mean, a lot of the bosses are mechanics as well, so I don't really know if it'll completely like kill them. A lot of the bosses are mechanical bosses, so even if you have gear, it doesn't really matter. Like doing Saldahar, it literally gear doesn't matter. Which got ourselves in. Rested Hell gonna be first up, sapped up midair, just floating. Wait, can you reach him? As long as he can reach him, I'm okay with it. It's gonna be this Smurshka absolutely pumping. Rest having to go for a quick. What is this ballerina looking move that the Smurshka did with his Fear Sigil right after? Rest of Hell is gonna have to go for a hell of recovery right now. Does get a bunch of souls ripping apart, and that Smurshka with a quick blade dance at the tail end. Got himself a little bit of this AoE with the Emo Aura, trying to see if he can catch an angle onto the Smurshka, standing a couple of those chaos, what are they called? Chaos avoiding meteor looking things at him. Back-to-back cheap shots onto the Demon Hunter yet again. Might need an immunity. Evasion up for Smurshka. Rest and help with a blur. Got himself at least a little bit of survivability. Flagellation right after. Dart is down. Will need to go for another stun lock, but the Smurshka has a trinket, and Rest and Hell does also as well. But it's gonna have to be very, very careful. Cloaker Shot is really early for the Smurshka. Stun right after. Let's see if a big go. Trinket blind? Do you trinket this, or do you wait until stuns? I think I have to wait until stuns. You have to break out of it. Stun into this Smurshka. No way out for the rogue anymore. Does immune the cheap shot, so at least he can live and deny the rogue any kind of a reset. Disarm to follow. I don't think you really need weapon that much. Still, eviscerates do go through and do a lot of damage. Rest in Hell with a big hunt. Blade dance right after. Cheap shot to lock him down, but it does not matter. Rest in Hell does finish it off. Well done, well done. Does Nalix give him that honorable duel? He does charge him. Stun by Rest in Hell. May need to use everything he can to back the hell out of here. That is a lot of damage on the warrior. Maybe just flap in air. Has still meta. He still has a metamorphosis in the back pocket the entire time. Nalix taking a lot of damage. Big defenses for Nalix. Rest in Hell flying up in the air. Able to just barrage him down from above freely, while also not having to deal with the Fury Warrior that is healing. If you can deny that first aid too, that'll be solid. He's just going to go for first aid of his own. Metamorphosis, unfortunately, running out. And Nalix with a quick throw from around the corner, denying Rest in Hell a heal. Stun, there's going to be a bit of burst. Got himself another Avatar. War Stomp. This is an opportunity for Rest in Hell to maybe get something to get on. Oh my god, it's a lot of damage out of Nalix. He just needs one good hit, and he does get one Raging Blow right around the corner, which is perfect. Exactly what I needed. Looks like we do have at least one Paladin over for the team too. Even team 1 was like, yo, now please, no more Paladins, man. Chat, are we gonna ban all Palace tonight? Is this gonna be the Pally ban day today? Because last week you guys were like, yo, no more Palace, no more Palace. So we might just do it. If you guys are down, we might just do it. If you guys really, really want it, might just do it. Blind into Nalix with a Searing Glare. Not the best matchup for the Warrior. Actually, might be the worst matchup of all the classes. Spear does not connect, unfortunately. I feel like the spear has too much of a delay when you throw it, right? It's so hard to like use it to pin somebody down. It's just not great. I feel like it should maybe fly faster so you could have more of this ready rooting effect. Because that would have been so cool. Imagine just like holding the pally back behind the pillar. Yeah, we do. What's up, Chris? Nalex does not have any healing whatsoever. First aid. Maybe if we could reflect a Hodge at Los Pala. He will need a heal. Stun Shockwave for a second. Leap it away. Try to wait out the dawn light. He needs to a little bit of time. It reflected a little early, so now he won't be able to reflect a Hodge. Back to Los Pala is going to hit him with a fear. Maybe he lives within rage regen, but he does not have a way to... Yeah, he could stun. There goes enrage regen. Pally does not sit that stun long at all. For now, Alex has an opportunity to maybe catch up a little bit of healing Bloodthirst just to catch up whatever health he can. Disarm for a short second. Blaze Storm right after. Breaks it for a moment. Or at least, was it a Blaze Storm or was it just a random proc with the Slayer? Hard to tell sometimes. But yet another Dawnlight on you. I think he has to go for a Hodge onto Los Pala. I think he has to if he wants to some way to live it. War Stomp for a second. Avatar's available. He has to reflect a Hodge back at the guy. Stormbolt for a moment. He has a trigger to break out of it. Consecration, however, is not going to feel good at all. It needs to reflect. Oh, man. Yeah, there's just not much you can do. Once the Dawnlight is on you, it sucks. Can you take your artifact weapon into Season 3? Yes, you can. Well, no. You won't be able to take that weapon powered up and like be a god mode into Season 3, David. You will not be able to do that in the Legion mix. Now, that weapon, you can take the skins and the cosmetics and the recolors of those like artifact weapon skins. You can take those. Mogs you can, but you can't take that actual power into Season 3. Imagine like one-shotting mode and it's like, you know, let me just take that into Season 3 War Within. Yeah, they ain't gonna let you do that. It'd be like Mr. Pandaria, right? All those gems and all that gear and all that power stays in Remix. Because it's meant for Remix. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Blizzard somehow messed it up and somehow you could get the artifact weapon, the new powered up version, into live. Yeah, exactly. What Chinese figure out how to do it. Dude, Chinese and Russians in particular, if there's an exploit, they'll find it. Whether they're like doing it maliciously or accidentally. Those two regions for some reason in particular are notorious for it. I mean, Peter Pan flying around an arena from Russia, it deals all the time, dude. And that's not a hate, it just is one that you see a lot. Like if there's anybody flying around in arenas through some kind of cheating doodle, a lot of Russians have done it in the past. It's been notorious, bro. Yeah, imagine 999 per thousand bursts into the arena. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Los Pala does land the crushing blow into Gauss degree. It would barely even took a look at what Los Pala had to do. He looked like he just walked in, couple of Dawn Lights, slammed the Druid. There was really no counterplay, and it's going to be down to either Yulani or potentially WFN. I like his classic rogue look, by the way. I really like it. I do feel like the eyes and the detail in the human model eyes, I kind of like the original human model in that set. You know what I mean? It just has like this classic iconic look of like it being a little old, little jank. I like it. 400% mastery. Haste mastery into arena. Imagine. You remove so much from Pally. Do you think so? Maybe. Yeah, I do wonder if any class tuning we're gonna get. I don't think we're getting for the rest of this season. I think if any huge class changes we're getting, it's probably gonna be in Midnight. His Hearthing. Is he actually Hearthing all the way? No, it looks like WFN is going to get the opener on him. Los Pala with the wall. Cloak Shadow's up for WFN. He knows there's going to be a Hodge. Into a lay on hands. Literally have to burn through a second health bar. Is going to go for a trinket right after. Going to be that Dawn Knight. Back on him. Shield Events up for Los Pala. Vanish out for WFN. As he's looking to get himself out of dodge. That Dawn Knight does not last long. As it looks like Los Pala mostly uses it on the self-healing matter. Just try to see if you can use it to recuperate a little bit. We are 7 minutes into the match, 36% dampening. So for the Paladin, it is actually going to get a little tougher. Give himself a life here. The WFN might actually be getting in a better spot the longer the game goes on here. Does go for a quick step. Gouge right after. Looks like he wants to catch himself a reset, but a blind Searing Glare out of the Paladin. No way for the Rogue to counter it. Maybe pops an evasion here just to give himself a defensive into a stun right after. All he could do is just take the damage. Pre-fainted it. That's about the best he could do. Into a blind onto Los Pala. Still a bubble available. Question is, how are you gonna get past the bubble though? How are you gonna? Oh, what? I'm sorry. He had a very low health. Was that like a hammer of righteous plus a proc or damage or something? I feel like it was actually okay. And then he wasn't. And then he was not okay. Huh. Huh. The fact that he used 2 life 7 abilities still has 2 more is insane. The Paladinum. Does he have 2? He has a bubble. Lay on hands. Technically, Lay on hands has already been used. But it doesn't show up very well in cooldown. I don't think we're having red is fair. She get banned from the duels. Okay, you guys were saying that a lot last week though. You in particular was like, yo, red's so much. Wait, you were Worgen? I thought you were Torn for some reason. Your Mog is all over the place, but I think it's on purpose. But he's gonna get himself a polymorph opener onto Low's palette, hand of freedom. He could potentially steal it. Does get hit with a stun. Blitzking this mage? Wait, why? Literally whispering Blitzking this mage. What's happening? Rip. Rip. Alright, let's get us another going. Let's get us an Onomas in here. Johnny! Let's try a no Pala game. Let's try a no Paladina game. See if that Pala has like a non-Pally alt. Or we could maybe swap them out. Just to try. Just to see how these things go. You know what I mean? Let's see how this go. He's trolling. Okay. Invite. I can open up the group. Yeah. Invite and pass my lead. Yeah. Let's say no to the Paladins? Yeah, maybe we should do a no Paladino game. No Paladino? Seeing with Johnny, just double check. I'd rather them be the pre-DF state. What was the pre-DF state? For Paladins? Wait, was trolling? What was he trolling with? Rank 1 mage? I have no idea. I have no clue. But I am being told Mage was trolling, but I don't know what he did for trolling. Was he polymorphing people? Did he do something weird? Dali, if you ever just want to send him farm stuff and do for the druid has scaling and trillions already have mounted move speed inside of dungeons, the pit. That is crazy talk. That actually sounds like fun. Yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down sometime. Tonight I'll be doing a little bit of work, but if I find some time to log on, maybe. Yeah. I was trying to do a little bit of gearing for the for my build of Necro, and I kind of ran into a situation where I'm pretty much like I got all my uniques finally, but I'm like I basically can run around in like tier 2 and even tier 3. But like a tier 3, I feel like I'm tanky, but I'm just not doing enough damage. Like I could live forever, nothing's gonna kill me, but I'm having a hard time killing things as well. So I'm like, all right, maybe I go into tier 2, or even more efficiently tier 1 farming. Okay. Okay. Let me know if team is ready. I'm gonna double check with that stat, see if the team is good to go. Paragon 220. Yeah, I still need to catch up with those levels a little bit. I need to catch up with them real quick. Not yet. Johnny says he's ready now. Beautiful. What is that? The mage has 11 million HP and is refusing to play. Ready now? Wait, what? The mage was not gonna duel? Weird. Coming out of the starting area, refusing to go out when it was his turn, and even when he was the last, he wouldn't fight. I guess he did press like flurry and blink and then died, so I have no idea really. That's unfortunate, man. But yeah, if they're invite, I can list, or I can grab Rick. Yeah, Anna said, if you need me, like, just toss me an invite, man, and I'll pass my lead, and I'll take care of the group stuff. I try to make it as easy as possible on you boys. Yeah, pass my lead too. pass lead as well, friend. Beautiful. I'm gonna list it. Yo, Rick. Hey, yo, Rick, if you want to join, my man, I got a spot for you, bud. Got a spot for you right now. Rick Meister, get in here. Beautiful. And Rick, I'm gonna make you lead. You've done these duels a couple of times. Curdy, get Curdy in on these. If you got a spot, Curdy, if you want to join Leo, I don't know if he needs a spot or anything, but we definitely want to get Curdy in. Curdy's a homie. Curdy is a homie. Beautiful. So this team is set. So I'm gonna double check with Johnny. Ready? Double checking. We need Rick. We do have Rick. We got Rick. We got the boy. Yes, beautiful. We are in. We are ready, boys. I'm gonna go tall Viron. You know what? Let's do a big. Oh yeah, I need to do Rickmeister now instead of Enstead. That's my B. Rickmeister. I add the caps lock. I'm pretty sure the game is not a cap sensitive on that at all. Dude, I was ready to finish up my Brewfest activities. Flashbang, imagine. I don't want to do flashbang for you boys. I don't even like flashbang as a dueling arena. It's like okay, but it's mediocre. It's like a little bit too large, right? A little too big. It's like actually like when Rick played it, he was just like, you couldn't catch him. There's like so much distance between those pillars. It's kind of crazy, right? I feel like it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just the pillars are so small, the arena looks bigger, but like there's technically so much more room outside to the outskirts of it that it's actually just a huge play space when you think about it. I don't like it. It's like a weaker than a grand. It is a weaker than a grand, isn't it? I'd rather, like at that point, we might as well just do a grand. You know what I mean? But no paladins, boys. We'll try to see if you can do a no paladino type of a game this week. We'll see how it goes. Twitch. Got ourselves team 2 together with Chikaf. I'm gonna have a hard time with your name, but it looks like the shadow picks might be first up. Leo leaning back, looking good. Insane. Need to get the lean going. Got Rest in Hell as well as Spirit Sham. Yeah, Spirit Sham. Wait, is it lean? No, he doesn't lean. Slash lean is what you gotta do. Gossigree gonna be first up and running over the team 1. Caster v Caster. Boomkin versus Shadow Priest. Not a matchup we see all that often. It is a weird matchup. Immediately going to be able to get past the silence. No roots out of Gossigree. It's going to send in the mortar. That is a Shadow Crash, but looks like they exchanged dots in the opener off the bat. And Gossigree, I feel like Gossi for this duel, he's going to end up playing the line of sight as best as possible. Chikif is probably going to have to get Gossigree out towards this pillar and then lock him down with that silence fear. He really got to get him up in melee range in order to get some value pressure on him. Gossigree did end up using Incarnation already, so that was a whole combo of a Dryad, Wood Trees, and everything, minus the... It looks like he is not playing the Loons, or, what is it called? Fear of a Loon? The big beam from the sky. Check us out. You get the lean going? Oh, got the lead going. Dude, the undead lean looks good. They like hand, almost like in their pocket kind of look. It looked good. Rest of showing off that mount. That thing does like... It is really neat. I know a lot of people that got glad. They're like, you know what? I don't really like the bat. But, yo, just got to get the new Season 3 bat. You know what I mean? That thing was gorgeous. That thing is going to look pretty. I feel like they should go back and redo it and really, like, add some more pizzazz to all those other Dread bats. You know what I mean? Like, they made this one very voidy. The first one could be made, like, I don't know, Nerubian looking with webs and void seeping out of it. Right? Something like that. The next one is, what is it rated? Undermine. Maybe it could be a very like goblin tech, mechanical or something. That would look cool. Gossigree gonna blast it out. Angel Silence right after does get slowed down with a bunch of flames. And it's gonna be flame insanity. Man's got some literal insane damage. Trinket out with a fear on Gossi. As long as you get good line of sight, you should be in a really, really good spot. I think he's an Archon Priest, right? I don't think he's a Void Weaver. So he's just trying to see if he can play around those Devouring Plagues, which are in power with a tier set. You got the big Halo, which does a lot of damage, as well as those Flays. If you're out in the open in front of a Shadow Priest who is an Archon, those Flays can really just singe right through your mind. As it's going to be Halo, Dark Ascension. Got himself a position where he's going to mount up just to catch up to Gossi. Stuns him while his old burst is happening. Every single one of these Halos is going to be very painful. Those Devouring Plagues are also going to amp up the damage he's doing. However, he's going to end up backing away from him. Looks like pop the slow onto Chikif. is just looking to get himself back up and running. Still got those halos pulsating bit by bit. Trying to stay on top of Gossi as best as possible. Literally mounting up to keep up with the druid. This is just the state of Shadow Priest mobility. Root silence right after. Still got himself that Scyfiend slowing down Gossi, reducing his healing. Silence to follow. The Dryad Grove is in play. Chikif still got himself big flays back to back. Fade for just a moment just to keep himself mobile. Gossi looking for a bit of that recovery. Chikif trying to get that close gap. It was not going to be able to fade this Cyclone, unfortunately, but that's a fear out of it. If Gossi does not move, he could possibly get feared. Stun into a fear. Stun into a guaranteed fear, unless he doesn't go for it. Shadow Crash does connect. Try to see if he can get around the corner. Does not close the gap just yet. Disperse for a moment. Try to see if he can maybe get a fear going. Does get knocked back for a minute. Try to see if he can waddle towards him. Is it going to be enough? The flame insanities are enough. PI is still in play. Got himself the halos. Needs to go for a lot of health recovery right now for whoever's going to be up next. Whatever flashing lights you could cast, flash heals you can cast, the better. Oh, I like your mog, by the way. It's hard to see because you're all purple looking. Like, all purple looks great. It matches. But I like some of the different pieces you got going on. It is going to be a rogue up next, by the way. And WFN 105 GM. You know, his name sounds like a radio station, dude. Like in US. I don't know. Doesn't it? It's gonna... He was trying to give you a bit of that honor duel. I think you're just dead. Trigger fear. Fade for a second. Stun for a moment. Can you close the gap to maybe void shift? If you void shift, I'm okay with it. If you void shift and it keeps you alive here against a rogue, I'm okay with it. VE is the only thing keeping him barely alive. Got him some desperate bear. Trying to see if he can maybe waddle over. Does he have a flash heal? Barely enough to keep himself alive. If you void shift that, I'd be okay with it. I would want to see that man play some more. You know what I mean? I'd want to see that man play some more. Spirit Sham is going to pick up the eye, looking for the rogue. Should be able to find him around the corner. Does hit him with a root into a rogue, catching that Vanish Shadow Strike. Spirit Sham with a trinket, walling those damage off. Got himself the wolves and everything up. Ascendance is active. No ways out for the rogue. Blind to follow. Does get hit with a stun. But that blind should help him at least get some line of sight away from the shaman. Unless you can someone catch up to him. This is a lot of damage for the shaman. Got himself the wind totem just to keep himself on the rogue's heels. But the sprint from the rogue is just way too much movement. Potentially an easy escape. Does get himself an easy escape out of here. Spirit Sham no longer able to go for a trinket. No more wall available. I don't know if Bulwark Totem has been used or not, but maybe if he hasn't used it, he might be okay. The rogue does get himself a kidney shot around the corner, knock back for a second. Does not follow up with a Shadow Dance or anything, so it looks like a kidney shot just to lock down Spirit Sham, maybe to get a... Did you just like hit him with a backstab? Oh, you hit him the totem. I was gonna say, it looked like I hit him like through... I was like, did we hit him through a wall with a backstab? But you'll be able to have himself a dance this time around. Cheap shot, not lasting. Bulwark Totem also consumed immediately with a couple of eviscerates. Spirit Sham needs everything he can to survive. Needs a heal or two, but the rogue catches that quick eviscerate. Taking him out with Rest in Hell up next. I don't think he's going to let the rogue. Yeah, he's not going to let the rogue catch a reset. It's a rogue. I think if you give him an auto duel and let him catch a full reset, it ain't going to happen. It ain't gonna happen. Gonna hit him with a quick haunt, disarm right after. Still has a glaive that he can throw out with a full fly up in the air. And WFN has nowhere else to go. Barrage down. Who's up next? No one's moving. Just letting Rest in Hell land. I think mostly because they don't want him rushing down him immediately. Rickmeister is gonna be up next, however. Is gonna be full demons sent in. Rest in Hell, however, has dueled between him and Rick before. And he has actually won these duels. Though it's a very, very difficult win. Very difficult victory. You gotta play perfectly, but it's gonna be a full army of demons. Stun locks him. Whatever cleave you can do on those demons as well can also be helpful. Huge meta just to try to see if he can leap over towards Rick. Rick spawning in a Doom Guard right around the corner. Rest in Hell able to get around. Catching up to Rick. It's gonna go for the Dractic Racial knockback. Keep the Deep One Hunter at bay as best as possible. Whatever healing you can get right now for Rest in Hell is huge. Does get himself a trinket. Rick kind of low on health. It's gonna juke out a kick with a fear to follow. Stun right after. Got himself lots of damage. Wall to follow. Rest in Hell with an immunity. Wow, that's a lot of damage collapsing all around him. Trying to let it fear. Does go for a disengage with eventual treat. Able to immune that fear cast. Is able to land a big hit onto Rick. Looking for a big cleave. Getting ported out of the way, unfortunately. So all the damage is out of the window, unfortunately. AoE fuel for just a second. Rest in Hell does have darkness in case he needs to. That's to join in. Yet another fear. Just continue to Roomba out of there into an axe toss right after. It has to go with me the darkness, I think. No, it doesn't matter, actually. It does not matter. That is unfortunate. Unless he had like meld maybe to break away from that chaos. Mother of Chaos cast. Yeah, it is tough. Insane gonna be up next. Got himself plenty of damage. Adrenaline rush, everything available. Advantage just before Rick gets any kind of pressure on him. It's just gonna reset completely. He's gonna have to wait until cheap shot is available again. Does send him with a sap, not letting the guy pick up eyes for a little bit. Unless you just go in, cloak your shadows, and just ramp up damage. Because you know he's gonna hit you with an AoE fear immediately. You might just have to pre-cloak. Yeah, he's trinket. Oh, but a fear still goes through. Rick does have a tyrant and a fear. You are undead, but I don't think you could use that trinket for a second, can ya? He's gonna try to see if he can port you, but doesn't matter. Try to go for a juke or for a kick, but it was a juke instead. Rick does take the gateway on that killing spree. Looking to chase after the warlock with a blind to make sure he doesn't go around that corner. But do you still have the damage is the question. Gouge for a second. Insane is under a ton of pressure. Those pets are gonna... That's over. It's over. With an axe toss, your fate is sealed. Does get a last ditch kidney shot, but I don't think there's anything you can do. Rick is just able to waddle away from him. Just goes for a doom explosion. With Leo's the last one left over for the team. Trying to see if he can waddle over towards Rick. He just needs to land that big burst combo. For Rick, he needs an escape plan pronto. He's gonna have to use everything he can just to escape the burst of a Death Knight. Trying to go for fear, reflect for a second, AMS up for Leo, just trying to go for burst immediately. I don't think he can get me for a while. He could go for AoE fear, breaks out of it with Lichborn. Wall is up for Rick. No, it's not actually, never mind. Try to see if he can port him. Yeah, Leo is able to get himself out of there. Quick victory for him. Well, Nalek's going to be up next, and this Mershka. A potential two that could possibly take him out here. But it's really going to come down to Leo for the time being. Bro, I don't think enough people have this mount, and more people need to get it. It's such a cool looking mount. The Spell Tome. Potentially could have been the free mount instead of getting those tree boys that we got. The Spell Tome was going to be potentially one of those mounts that we could have gotten instead. There was like a big like art raffle where they were like, hey, the art team wants to do something for the community. Which mount do you want? We got the tree, there's a Nerubian mount, Slime Cat, which we got as a reward for like Shadowlands not remix. What was it called? Forgot what season it was. Jack, help me out here. What season was it? I know it was season 4, but it faded season. And then they brought it back for Dragonflight. And then you have the spell mount, which became a reward for the main show. It looks like Leo got himself the big claims, but no! Now it's almost turned it around! Desposhka is not gonna let Leo out of his sight at all! Yo, Death Knight damage is cracked out. Cracked out! Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Uno mas! Get in here, boys! Let's get another one going. Rick and Johnny, let me know when you guys are ready, or if you need more bodies, and then toss me an invite, and I can help you out. Yeah, faded. That's the word I was thinking of. I was trying to remember, like, what was it? Because I could have just said season 4, but it was a very specific word to use, which was a faded season. Ready? Beautiful. And Johnny is waiting for him. Waiting for Johnny. But yeah. There was also Paragon board base, I think, but yeah, I got a ton of things to farm. I found Optimum Chaos grind, also great for levels, so I was down to help out. Yeah, I definitely need to do that Paragon grind myself. Dot needs one. Where's Curdy? Curdy! Johnny needs ya! The group is up if you want to join him. Welcome to, man. Reinforce the Death Knight squad, dude. The Death Squad. Hell yeah. Actually, it is the Death Squad, right? You got the edge classes, right? A Rogue, Death Knight, Demon Hunter. As a Shadow Priest, that's pretty edgy. Shaman, not quite edge lord material. At least I don't think so. Maybe like in the Mog, you could kind of sort of join in on the fun. But yeah. But yeah, we need to know, boys. If y'all want to join in, welcome to Orb. And instead, we got a spot. Team Johnny. Johnny got no mind. I was about to write him, yo, Team Johnny got a spot if you want to invite your friends, because he was like, yo, can I bring my friends? And I definitely want you to bring your friends. Bring all of your homies. Let's get another going. If you're gonna swap classes at all, just tell me, because I can keep items and you can get max 5-10 minutes, since I can just boost bit 19. I don't think I am, Jake. I think I don't play enough. I don't grind Diablo super hard. I think for me, for the most part is, I think I should just take a class, take a build to its nth degree, to its final form, to its end game form, and play it all the way through, right? I think that's what I should do. I think that's what I should try to do. Is try to see if I can take a build, or just pick one and focus on that one specifically. If I'm like going for one class and then I'm jumping to another and jumping to another, I feel like I can do that forever. So I think kind of like what I did with Sork, which I was satisfied with, like pushing that thing all the way to the end where I could teleport and just one-shot bosses in tier 4. That was satisfactory, and I kind of want to do the same thing here, I think. Otherwise, I feel like I'm never gonna get like a proper character got up and running. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Which got ourselves, looks like to WFN back in with West and Hell. A bit of a rematch between these two. Except last time West and Hell literally walked the WFN and he didn't give him much of a chance. So it's going to be the opportunity for the Rogue to bring it back versus the Demon Hunter is going to go in with a Trinket Blind Sap Reset. Depending on how many cooldowns WFN sinks in here. West and Hell does go for the Trinket. Try to go for a stun, but it's a cloak out of the Rogue. Dalaran prison. Dalaran prison. Cheap shot. Standing in darkness. Trying to see if he can survive this. Sigil of Fear. Just to get himself a little bit of that breather versus the Rogue. Is going to go for a Hunt to connect. That's going to do a number of damage with a lot of healing for Rest in Hell as long as he's next to the Rogue doing some damage himself. Disarm. Should be able to catch the Rogue. Does catch him with a stun around the corner. IB full on. I think he still has another stun, right? No, he does. Hold on. The vengeful retreat, however, does deny any kind of CC out of the Rogue. Landon can do that full burst combo. The Rogue catches a vanish. Does get him a bit of recovery with a bit of a sippy cup too, but not enough. Rest in Hell does not have a trinket anymore, however, so he's got to be very, very careful. Maybe pick up the eyes just to see the Rogue. He might have to pick up the eyes, but the Rogue able to sap him. He is mid-air, still dotted, and he was able to eventually retreat. Trying to see if he can find the Rogue, but the Rogue making sure to stay away as best as possible. Does he see him? I can't tell if he sees him. He is just eyeing me. He does not see him. He is playing that full-on Demon Hunter, and this is going to be the Rogue catching him with a stun, secret technique, everything. Rest in Hell needs someone to get out of this in between. In prison for a second. With the Sigil of Spite just to get himself a lot of healing. Try to pick up as much health and souls out of the Rogue as possible. The soul fragments are going to help you heal even a little bit. Disarm for a second. Rest in Hell does not have to worry about stuns because those are on DR for a while. Needs to make sure he's got himself a good angle versus the Rogue. Try to see if he can make a play. Rogue with a human racial. Does he have another stun potential to lock him down some more? Big blade dance right after. Blurring this damage is going to have some DR. But I don't know if he lives it. I don't know if he lives it. The Rogue got himself Shadow Blades back up yet again. That's going to be huge glaive out of Rest in Hell. Got himself yet another big cleave. Both are solo. Could be anyone's game. Who's going to be the winner? Big Hunt for a charge with Rest in Hell, and he gets in and out. Oh my goodness. And Gossagry could have opened up on you, but looks he's giving you a bit of the honor though. He's giving you a chance to recover some health. But as soon as you're out in the open, I don't think he's going to give you that much of a chance. Immunity out for Rest in Hell. I don't know how you deal with the Demon Hunter. Or I don't know how you deal with the Wimkin. Maybe Metamorphosis leap on him. I think he just might have to meta leap him. Oh, looks like the trees walked over there and attacked Curdy or somebody over there. Stolen onto Gossagry. Sigil of Spite out for Rest in Hell, so he's in a good spot. Sigil of Fear, unfortunately, will not connect. That's going to be a short clone. He still has Metamorphosis by the looks of it, so might have himself a huge go here. I-Beam. I think he has himself a huge setup, potentially a massive cleave. Maybe he just goes for it. Root for a second. Yet another I-Beam. The trees are back in. Gaza looking for recovery. The trees are walking off. What is happening? They're just beating up somebody else over here. What is going on? Their trees are confused, but not Rest in Hell. He is not confused. He knows exactly who's going after. Big spell spike onto the Druid. What are these trees doing? I know they're just trees, right? I don't think trees have like a brain function. But damn, you know what I mean? They got termites for brains, dude. What is going on? The Smoshka's hiding the smoke bomb, but eventually Rest in Hell is going to be able to see him. Does get himself one quick little fell lands. Has a Trinket back up unavailable. Watching out if Smoshka goes in for like Shadow Blades. No blades, so he's going to have to bear the damage here. Blind to follow. He lived without needing to pop trinkets for a burst. Next time the Smoshka goes for burst, that's where Rest in Hell may be able to commit some damage. It is going to be a sap. The Smoshka left him without any bleeds. Man, it is rough. So ability going for the season. Is that a Diablo 4 question, Chris? Or is that a World of Warcraft question for builds? Because it depends then. Yeah, it depends then. Cheap shot onto the Rest in Hell. The Smirska not going for Shadow Blades either. And Rest in Hell having to hold onto that trinket. As the Smirska looking for that. Oh, the hunt connects. The glaive comes through. Evasion is available. I don't know if he could maybe go for a stun. Darkness down. And Rest in Hell is not in a great spot. He knows if he just messes with the Smirska, doesn't treat him like a competitor, he's definitely going to be in a lot of trouble. Next trinket from the stun is going to have to be immediate pronto trinket. Immediate trinket into imprison, into something. Disarm, trinket, has to go for prison or something. Cheap shot yet again. Is it enough? Oh, it does go down. The rogue did not go for a lot of bursts. He just decided to whittle him out little by little. D4 him. Soul, I can pull it up in a second. Soul Rift, I think. Necromancer, I want to say. I'll double check it. I'm just going to watch it. I don't think this person lives this. Yeah, this person does not live it. Let's give me an opportunity to go and check it. Check the build. Curdy is going to end up getting a grip onto Rick, but Rick is going to back up out of there immediately. He ain't going to be sitting there whatsoever. Backing up out of there ASAP. He is going to try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reposition. Curdy got himself lots of undeads that still could go into play. However, the A-bomb was used a little bit early, unfortunately. But he still, I think, has Apocalypse, unless that cooldown is up wrong. No, Apocalypse does work out fine. Yes, that's going to be an entire army of undeads joining in. It is going to get ported out. Silence on Rick. Try to see if he can grip him out. Rick is next to a gateway. I don't think he can use it anymore. The Curdy under a bit of pressure. He did use Death back there. Lichborn to follow, so he can't be feared, but also he has himself a little bit of that Lichborn, Leech, and DR. Dropping down a dome. Try to see if he can maybe kite Rick into it so he can stay in that dome. Right outside of the dome, that Doomguard is going to do a bit of damage. Doomguard switches over, attacking the pet instead. Probably better for Curdy. Full Tired is in play, unfortunately. And Curdy with an AMS barely alive. That's a lot of physical damage he's just taken straight to the face. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to live this super well, and does unfortunately go down. With, it looks like from one Death Knight, we got unholy into him. A Frost Death Knight to follow, with Leo charging up right after. Rick with the gateway is able to reposition big time. He is going to have to use everything he can to try to stop Leo. Axe toss with an IBF out of Leo to try to see if he can break himself out of CC. He just needs good line of sight. Big breath, fear onto Leo. I don't know if Rick can do much. He got himself wall. That's keeping him alive at the very least. Porting out, trying to see if he can get away from the breath of Frost as long as he can deny some of the damage of the big breath go by the Death Knight. He should be able to survive just fine because he can play the long game. Leo's all about the big cooldown. Silence, however, to lock him down. Big Reaper Scythe comes through. Rick needs something. Warlock Hellstone does himself another ward, so you can't even interrupt him, which is huge. Actually, Brain Freeze is technically a spell cast, quote unquote. Quote unquote. So when you have another ward, you cannot interrupt it as a Death Knight. It'll just be reflected back to you. Same thing with Demon Hunter and Wind Shear. All of them counts as a spell, so another word actually will be reflected. Fear is available for Rick. Leo proccing that cheat death. He still has a death back in case he needs to, so he's still got some cooldowns to work with. Quick AoE Fear, as long as Leo does not have a Lichborn. It could be an opportunity for Rick to reposition. Yet another Fear. Get himself some pets. Dreadstalkers are in. That's huge. Does potentially go Axe Toss. Hold on a second. Leo's going to have to go for Death back, but he's going to get ported. AMS, however, keeping him alive. Does get himself yet another burst. Silence to follow. Axe Toss last second. Rick needs someone to survive. I don't know if he's going to be able to. Wait, Leo's not no health. Oh, he dies. I am a man. Both are so low. Yeah, Alex ain't going to let you live this. Wait a second, Leo. Nah, he ain't gonna let it happen. With Insane gonna be up next. Alex is out here. Last competitor over for the team. One needs to make a play of the century here to survive. Hey, Dal, what is up, TK? Appreciate you, my man. How you doing, my guy? Thank you for the 5 bows. Appreciate you, bud. Super generous of you. Thank you, Grapple. But it's gonna be a charge to stop it. Blinds immediately for trade on Insane. Fury versus Outlaw Rogue, as long as you can just keep the pressure constantly as a Fury, you will be okay. He still has a war stun in case he needs to disarm for a second. I don't know if you want to disarm the Rogue. I don't know if you have a disarm. Grapples over, war stun for a second. Nalix needs a heal. Immediately needs a heal. Insane has enough damage, I think, here. It's going to be sword stun, but Nalix, do you have enough? Oh! Another walk. If you give this man his full second wind reset, that would be wonderful. This is it. This is it. If you give him a full second win reset, this will be it. This is it. Alex squeaked out a victory some way, somehow. If this man, oh, he is. This man is a winner in my book. I don't care if he loses or wins. Demon Hunter probably wins this, honestly. But even if this man does not win, he's a winner in my books. Look at this guy. Love it. I love it. Second win. We are in, dude. This is it. 9 minutes into the match. 47% dampening. Everything is on the line. Nalex does not have a trinket. Reflecting this, does trade a Stormbolt to a stun trinket out for another walk. For Nalex, that's going to be an opportunity to land some CC. Fear, leaping away. He got a bit of that bleed damage on him, unfortunately. Charging back to another walk with a Blade Storm. He is going to go for a full-on meta. Nalex, unfortunately, is going to get cleaved down. Yeah, that is rough. But he does quick out a victory there. Does quick out a victory last second. The big execute comes through. Oh, man. That was so clutch. Bro, yeah, insane. That was so close, man. It was close. Let's get another one going. Onomas. Rick and Johnny, let me know when you both boys are ready. And we'll get another duel up and running. I was going to do something earlier, wasn't I? Oh, we got what? We're looking for one more. Rick needs one. Rick needs one. If y'all want to join in, Addison, if you got a buddy, that would be a great time to invite him. And Johnny's ready. So as soon as Rick gives me the go ahead, we're good. Oh, so for Diablo, it is. Let me look up the build. Mobalytics. I need to actually have the full thing. It's Sakuna's build. The Mobalytics. It is going to be the Necromancer S tier. I guess I could also go with the Ultimate Shadowblight Rift, but I'm running Sakuna's version. But probably I should just go with the Ultimate, but I'm going Shadowblight. Essentially, I'm gonna go Shadowblight. Yeah. There's a couple of variations of it, apparently, but, yeah. There's one with, like, Lidless Wall, Fist of Fate, Ebon Piercer, Air Perdition, and Shroud of False Hope. I'm pretty sure both of them do the same, right? Yeah, both of them run same. Yeah, so basically same build. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna go there, but yeah. Have at least a starter. Are we good? Okay, BNet. Hold on. BNet. Ready. Beautiful. We're in. Dal's live. Happy days. What's up, Derek? Excited, my guy. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Dal. I mean, Outlaw Rogue. And I had a quick question about Roll the Bones and KR Outlaw Rogue. Why is that when I use KR, most weak heroes use tell me to roll again? Because, Bidoozle, it actually, what it does is, when you build up buffs from like either Roll the Bones or from other effects, and you keep it rolling, it actually locks those buffs into another bucket. So next time you press Roll the Bones, it won't affect that bucket. So there's a chance that, let's say you have 4 buffs in a Roll the Bones, it's a separate bucket that's like its own thing. So when you Roll the Bones, you're rolling other buffs while this bucket is there. It just gives you a leeway. We don't know why. It just does it. Blizzard doesn't explain it, but it just locks them in and it allows you to roll without losing these buffs. You will maybe refresh one of them, or maybe you'll roll an extra bonus buff to join them. But yeah, no, they're like in their own bucket. It's a weird mechanic that Blizzard doesn't explain. It is not in a tooltip. It's fine to do so. It is perfectly fine to do so. It sounds weird. It sounds odd. You're perfectly good to do it. Perfectly reasonable question to it. Maybe I'll add it in the guide. Like, why? Like, one of the questions, like, why do you roll the bones after you press keep it rolling? I'll explain it, but it's like a weird mechanic. There's nothing again. No dev explained it. It's just how it works, and we might as well use it. I don't even know if it's a bug, but it's all been put in a separate bucket. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Anytime you got questions, please feel free to ask. I'll try to answer the best that I can. I feel that. Let me go into what's a Black Rook hold? Black Rook hold. I guess we're full. Did we get a body? Did we get a body? Yes, we are gaming. Yes, we are gaming. We are Dalaran gaming. I don't remember if I saved that match. Hope I did. I think I did now. Beautiful. Here we are. Alright. A week or for Roll the Bones Secure told me to reroll even after I locked in. Rerolled and then I refreshed Adrenaline Rush. Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine to roll after you lock in, keep it rolling. It's perfectly okay. Yeah, it also allows you to utilize a supercharger more often. It's pretty good. Like, it just ends up, it's a gain. It's a gain. It's weird, but it's a gain. I don't think it always used to work like that, but it seems to be a new mechanic that snuck up out of left field. But yeah. Switch. After done a free roll. Yeah, it's basically a free roll. Caligorn. Oh, Caligorn gets to join in. I was just thinking, like, I was just reading the name. WFN, however, is going to be first off versus Rogue Insane. Owl Rogue versus Subtlety. Which one of the two? This is going to be the victor. Both specs are actually a lot more closer to one another nowadays. Both are very bursty. Both are very CC heavy. Both play around like a Shadow Dance type window, except Outlaw Rogue uses like those vanishes, which have a short cooldown. But WFN has burst, however. No, looks like WFN does secure the victory on his end. Never mind, looks like Subtlety beats Outlaw. I was gonna say, like, maybe this could be an opportunity to have the Rogue go. But yeah, first trinket. A trinket, yeah. As a Rogues, you definitely have to be very careful. You cannot be tossing a trinket out. Sometimes tossing out trinket aggressively can get you a win. That being said, definitely want to be careful when you use it. WFN with the cloak shot is immediately scored to get it opened up on with an IBM of the bad disrupt, but the army of the undead is already in play. He doesn't necessarily need a weapon. The weapons are all around him, crawling, flying, scouring, writhing, riding on horses. I don't really, you know, they're doing stuff. They're doing stuff. But it's going to be cheap shot out for WFN. Gargoyle still on him. Looks like he's disappearing. Oh, that was staring at him. It's trying to cast. It's trying to do stuff. It's going to be a full army of undead. Joins back in with Apocalypse. WFN might be in a bit of trouble. He needs an escape. No more vanishes. Sippy Cup is going to help him out a little. No more defenses either. Get the shot. It is going to be short, however. Curdy, this could be an opportunity to make some kind of damage. Go into a legend board to give himself some dampener and damage. As WFN got movement speed bare minimum, but that slow cast from the frostbolts out of the mages is gonna slow him down enough for Curdy and land that angle on him. Nalix charging in, joining back in. Curdy with an AMS, however, none of the damage is magic here. It's all physical. All physical, baby. Except I remember Odin's Fury used to be fire and shadow damage back in the day. Oh, Nalix does end up getting himself the kill there. It was pretty... There's just not much Curdy I think could do to walk out of there, unfortunately. Blinds? Yeah, I'll good. Blind onto Nalix. He's going to be going to defensive stance. Nalix may just have to bunker down completely. That's a huge hit. Huge hit for Nalix. He's got himself big in range regen. Bloodthirst from the Bladestorm are going to help him heal here a little bit. Fear onto Leo. It's going to go for a leap, but yoinking it back in. It's going to go for as much self-killing as possible. Leo backing up out of there as he's running out of juice. And Nalix is going to have to do everything he can in order to get on top of Leo and try to see if you can pin him down and keep the pressure rolling. He does have a spear, so it's going to make it difficult for Leo to escape. This could be really good for Nalix. Because actually, Nalix is in a better spot. He takes a lot of damage during burst, but Leo has not a lot of sustained damage in comparison. He only has burst damage. He only has setup damage, which is why he's staying away until Pillar of Frost is back up and available where he can get a couple of those 3 precise. But Nalix, look at that. He recovered a lot of health. Spear down. Leo does walk out of it. Did the spear not connect? What is this spear doing? What is bro doing? That spear, dude. Blizzard, can we please take a look at that thing again? It doesn't feel like it does anything. What does it do? It looks cool, but like, what does it do? Is it supposed to keep Leo in place? Like, it did Death's Advance, but I don't think you can Death's Advance spear, right? Just walk out of it? Leo getting crushed right now. The War Stomp. Oh! Nalix from one death into the next. It's gonna be another walk though. Last time another walk gave him the honor duel. This time he's like, you know what, bud? You had a good run, but someone's gotta shut you down. Blade Dancer after. Try to see if he can get himself a quick charge in. Nalix sleeping away. He's trying to do everything he can to live. Reflect for a second. I don't think he reflects stuns back at Demon Hunter, unfortunately. Does get himself some cooldowns with a big avatar. Stun onto another walk. Does charge in with a big hunt from downtown. Is going to get himself just a little bit more clean damage. Nalix, yeah, unfortunately, just does not have enough defenses to keep on the pressure. And it's going to be another walk waiting now for the next guy, but it's going to be the Smushka immediately ready there with a Shadow Blades. Kidney shot to follow. It's going to be very short stun, however. Darkness down immediately. The Smushka hoping to try to see if he can break past the darkness. He was literally, he's literally been born in darkness, molded by it. Netherwalk just gets to summon the darkness anytime he wants to. Trinket, big cleave onto the Spushka, but does back out of there. Vanish Cloak to make sure he got himself a clean reset. Cheap shot. It is actually going to be a proper cheap shot, but no more dance. He's got him some big coup de grace finisher though. It is doing a lot of damage. Big imprison for Netherwalk. Does he have a stun maybe? Try to see if he can get himself a Metamorphosis evasion out with the Spushka going in for a sippy cup. Does break out of his own Vanish into a stun onto the Rogue. For Netherwalk, however, the question is it going to be enough here? Because the Spushka still looking kind of lively. Another WoNYXIA got meta and still trying to see if he can maximize that self-healing through leech or meta. If only you could have another warded this. Another maybe? Another last second. Ah, blade dance last moment. Oh, the quick hidden blade from the rogue. Not gonna be allowed to keep that roll going with rest and health taking him out. We're only 5 minutes into the match. It's got Rick and Caligorn. Maybe there's an opportunity for a proper honorable duels here, but we'll see if that'll happen, man. Why Spear is the talent? Yeah, dude, seriously, Spear, I don't even know why it's a talent. Just make it a base on ability at that point, Blizz. It doesn't seem to work. Flying up in air, rest and health, try to see if you can put the pressure to Caligorn. Caligorn DC'd? Oh no, I'm DC'd. Oh yeah, or... No? No, I don't think I was DC'd. I think Caligorn literally was lagging and Rest and Hell didn't attack him. No, yeah, it looks like Rest and Hell literally just didn't attack him. I miss Spear in PvE. Spear is not bad. It was really good back when it was a curing ability because they really banked up on it. Did a lot of damage. I remember Prot where he was running at the beginning of the season 1. It's a good ability. It's still good to some degree, but yeah, that chain effect, it definitely weakened it. Oh, doesn't mean the stun is gonna go for a quick backflip. He's just going in for hit and runs, man. He just going in for hit and runs. Sigil Spite, I don't even know if that connected really. He's got himself a big blade dance under Caligorn. It is a short stun though. Short stun also by the warrior. Trying to see if he can back up out of there for the second win. Rest and Hell, however, does not have the joy to be able to back up out of there. He knows he needs to stay on top of Caligorn to get whatever leech healing, whatever soul healing he can off of the warrior. Charges him. Warbreaker right after is going to be the big hunt. Caligorn trying to see if he can end this duel right here. Rest and Hell swings by him. It's going to be a Stormbolt. Trick inside of it. Chaos Nova to follow with an Ivy to end it. And Rest and Hell does take it. Question. Does Rick give Rest and Hell an honor duel here? What you can do is let Rest and Hell spell skill from you to get soul fragments out of you and heal faster that way. So if you walk out and just let him like spell steal from you a couple of times, he's going for first aid. He's trying to recover as quick as possible. I think he can probably do it, Kenny. He could do it. Potentially. Yeah, if you... Yeah, he's trying to see if he can... Hi, can I rip some soul fragments out of you? Yeah. That's exactly it. Because there'll be a soul fragment. He'll eat it. And I'll give him a heal. Yeah. He's walking to it. There we go. He just needs that a couple of times and he'll get a heal. There we go. Another one. Look how careful he's being, dude. He's like, dude, I'm just trying to be non-threatening. Just friendly. Just trying to leech off of you. I'm just trying to be a leech. Maybe one more? Or is he good? He's good. He's good. For Rick and Rest and Hell, but least you can do is let him catch up, set up a gateway stuff. It looks like he was already pre-set it up. Yeah, we got ourselves a hell of a match here, man. Rest and Hell versus Rick Meister, leaping right around him, trying to see if he can dodge any stuns. I don't know if an Axos went out or not. Axos does come through from a second summon, so I think the first pet, the primary pet, did already try to stun. It is going to be Rest and Hell, ripping soul fragments out of these demons. It's going to go for a little bit of cleave here, but it's going to take a lot of damage with higher dampening. It's going to make it that much harder for him to really stay alive here. He needs to steal as many soul fragments as possible just to keep himself alive. But also definitely needs to get in there, do some damage. Big Hunter connect with Rick. Does go for a bit of another ward with the AoE Fear, as he does go in for a quick I-beam. Kind of lagging a little bit though. Fear to follow. He does have Metamorphosis. He has an immunity as well. He could go for a proper meta. Big glaive toss. Maybe meta this. Is going to be Sigil of Fear to stop him. Trick it out for Rick and to imprison right after. Rest and Health. Does he have enough damage here? Stun short. No, full stun actually, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be Metamorphosis. Trying to see if we can dodge some of the damage. Does have Fly Up. Does have Nether Ward. Darkness really soon. Shrink us out of this. Fear right after. Nether Wards this perfectly. Nether Wards the Fear exactly. There's going to be yet another Fear. But he has Darkness. Axe Toss. I think it's over maybe. Leaping back in. Trying to see if he can pick up whatever health he can. Cleaving off of the demons to get a little bit of health. Darkness, but it's not enough. Oh no. It is so close. That was such a close match between the two. I enjoyed that so much, chat. I enjoyed that so deeply. That was so good. We gotta get us another one going there. We can't end it like that though, right? Let's get another one, boys. Onomasa the boss. Bro, how close was that duel? It was way too close. I love seeing it. I wonder if like we weren't super high dampening, if the Demon Hunter would have had like a better time with it. Because the healing reduction is massive. Like usual, we are... There we go. Yeah, one spot is open. We got ourselves Johnny Boy. If y'all want to join in, mother welcome to boys. Mother welcome to. Get in here, boys. Can I join raid new to RM? But I need to get doing raid. That's why I'm here. New to RM. I'm gonna get raid. Yeah, seriously though. Seriously though. All right, Johnny's also ready. That was quick. This is a Diablo StarCraft event and it gets Zerglin pet. Yo. Unfortunately, none of it is free, is it? None of it you can earn through in-game. It's just a cash shop kind of thing. I'm guessing. I'm taking a stab here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Or is it like an event that you can actually like join in on? Like a goblin event. Am I missing something? Let's do a... I don't know. Down sewers. I don't really know what arena to go from there. We done the Grand, we done Rook, we done Hook, we done Toveron. We'll go from there. But there is a Zerg Tyka's Druid set in the shop. WTF, I might drop Bank of Diablo. Is it good looking though? Hold on, is it good looking though? Oh wait, yeah, you can actually see those cosmetics. Oh wait, what? There's a video? Oh wait, there's no picture? Damn. Okay, I'll need to look into it in my free time. Yeah, the class sets look insane. Holy shit. Okay, I will need to take a look at them. I will definitely need to peep them. If they're that good looking, I will definitely need to give them a run. At least visually. Thank you, appreciate it. Wait, does it have all the cosmetics? All the pictures? Oh, it does! Oh my god. Oh shit, that actually does look cool. Oh shit, okay. Man, too bad it's a cash shop thing. That's something you could just get in-game. Just for playing. They need more than Diablo, honestly. Go Twitch. They need a trading post, dude. They need a trading post in that game. Rest in Hell is going to be back in there after that hell of a match. He's trying to see if he can reclaim some glory here. Stunned by the Rogue. Is going to go for a Cloak of Shadows. Shadow. Oh, actually, no. No Cloak yet. No Cloak yet. Just Shadow Blades. Just Shadow Blades. He's invoking the Shadows. But it's going to be a trinket carefully held on by Rest in Hell. Trying to see if he can catch up to WFN, but is not going to be able to quite catch him. Rupture is bleeding out Rest in Hell, unfortunately, though, little by little. He's trying to see if he can land an angle. What is that shoulder mog you got going on? Did somebody drop a toy? Drop a shoulder toy somewhere? I think so, right? It's going to be a stun onto WFN. Does not have a trinket anymore. Darkness down for Rest in Hell in case the Rogue goes in for burst. And it looks like that is partially what's happening. Evasion up for WFN though. I think those glaives, however, still connect. I'm pretty sure that big glaive still does connect. That glaive definitely connected. Disarm for a second as the Demon Hunter tried to see if he can get himself a proper setup going. Hunt right after him. Blade Dance to follow. Need himself that Carrier Strike right after. This is going to be a ton of damage. Rogue got himself lots of damage too. Cloak of Shadows right after. Rest in Hell does break out of his stun. We enter yet another glaive. Does he have enough damage? Yet another Blade Dance with Carrier Strike does end up surviving. Who's up next though? Depending who's next, it's another Rogue. Rest in Hell, it is yet another Rogue. Just be aware. Be advised, it is another Rogue, and you actually catch him really quickly. Maybe pre-stun, trinket, imprison. He's gonna have to use everything he can just to deal with the Rogue blind immediately. For Rest in Hell, at least he doesn't have to worry about a stun because he just got stunned earlier. Try to see if he catches the Rogue, does zoom past him. Whatever damage you can do to the Rogue from a distance, stun is gonna be huge. Try to see if he can pick up some damage. Ivan to follow. Big cleave. Charges back in. Yet another cleave right after. He may need to go for pre-immune or something. Cheap shot, but the Rogue falls off the platform. Does he go for another stun? Does fly up in the air before the Rogue can reconnect. I don't know if you'll be able to hit him. Maybe you'll find an angle. No, you do find an angle, at least for one of those lances. Still catches the Rogue. Still is on his tail as best as possible. I don't know if Spectral Sight is back. Looks like he does see him. Stun right after. He knows the Rogue is going to go for a stun. Is going to go for a vengeful retreat immediately into a big Blade Dance right after. Immune to follow, and the Rogue does get cleared down from one stealth class into the next. Rest in Hell. Sending those Rogues to rest in peace. Is it Caligor next? Looks like he's moving around like maybe he's next. Maybe Nalix is stepping up to the plate. Nope, looks like he's going off the plate. Who's up next? Caligor is running back and forth like he's just getting nervous, like he's getting ready. Is going to be Nalix up next, with Rest in Hell having to deal with the Fury Warrior, which is a lot of damage. He's going to have to play very careful, I think. While the trinket is down, he's going to have to play for hit and runs, I think. Really just hit and runs. Stormbolt, with a full-on spear is going to be an immune. All Resident Hell can do is immune this and try to see if he can back up out of there. Maybe get a soul or two out of Nalix. Try to see if he can back up out of him. That's about it. Try to see if he can zoom around him. Does pick up some of the soul fragments to get himself a heal up to it. Shrink it out for Nalix off of that stun though. With the fear right after, for Resident Hell, that's at least Metamorphosis. Definitely still need to get more souls out from Nalix while meta is up, because that's going to be huge leech. Goes in for the hunt. Potentially big healing. Bunch of soul fragments out of the Sigil Spite. He's continuing to keep himself alive. Nalix trying to see if he can reverse the pressure with the defenses and defensive avatars. While Rekkas Abandon are all in. It's going to go flying up in the air. Is it going to be some lances? I'm actually... What is that angle on lances, Blizzard? He's definitely behind the box. How big does that box got to be? Literally hitting him right over the box. Just hitting him with the alley-oop. Down onto Nalix, does go for pre, try to go for Stormbolt, but as eventual retreat out of Demon Hunter immunes that stun. That's a lot of damage. Nalix needs something here. He doesn't have a War Stomp. He does get the Demon Hunter retreat for a second, but then he rushes back in. The DH knows he has to keep the pressure right now as best as possible. Yet another Blade Dance taking him out. Is it Rick up next? It looks like it is going to be Rick. Resident Hell, however, has meta. He has a trinket. He doesn't have an immune, but maybe he has high enough, low enough dampening where he might be able to make a play here. Does get hit with the fear immediately, has a trinket for later. Axos yet again. That is going to be a tyrant. He can at least get some of those soul fragments off these pets. Big port out for Rick. He's trying to position towards a gateway. He knows there's going to be a gate right after. And Resident Hell is already there in position. Leave for meta. Try to see if he can charge back on him. It's going to be then another word. It's still going to land the quick kick. He was able to spell still another word, or at least remove it. I-beam right after. I don't even know if he's clipping him. It's going to be the Demon Hunter Warlock Gateway. Warlock Port. Trinkets out of it with the fear right after. Unfortunately, it could be potentially hit another fear out of Rick. It is going to be another fear. Resident Hell Metamorphosis, however, is getting drained. Just try to see if he can charge back in. Whatever damage he can pick up is going to help him here. Big hunt to reconnect. Rick does have a wall in case he needs it. That's going to be a big glaive go. Wall, there it is. Stun still could go through. Resident Hell has a little bit of health. Can fly up in the air in case he wants to. I don't know if he wants to do it against Rick. Might be not a bad idea. He can immune CC. Rick has nowhere to go. I think it's Lance for Rick. Hold on a second. One more Lance. He does take it. And he just lands at Caligorn. Caligorn, I think, is going to charge in, right? It is your game. Resident Hell has no trinket. He's got blurred. That's about it. He can be pre-blurred. Try to see if he can get back up on the platform. Could not. Stun right after. Can't shadow melt. That's about all. Imprisoned in a blur. Try to see if you can back away from Caligorn. Whatever damage you can do, whatever souls you can rip out of his body is going to help. Got himself the I-beam. Literally leaping around the guy. Quick I-beam all around him in a 3D motion. It's good. I'm just floundering here with the camera. Jesus, get this guy. What is bro doing? A full dab of the sword. I was going to say AMS for a second. Dab of the sword out for Caligorn. And Resident Hell backing up out of there. He's got an immune. He's going to use immune just to get out of there. Just to run. Maybe second wind? Maybe heal? No, he knows he can't deny. He got to deny Caligorn's second wind. However, Stormbolt may be the end. Stun. I-beam. Do you have anything to follow up? Oh, but Caligorn does shut him down. That was such a close throw, but Resident Hell did bring him back. It was a lot of competitors. Demon Hunter is not built. And Young Jay is back. That's the boy, dude. The boy is back. Demon Hunter is not built for this many duels, man. This many players. Wrecked? Leather so soft? Leather is soft. That is the problem. Demon Hunters, dude, back in the heyday, Legion, or even BFA, live up unkillable gods. Big leech gameplay. Actually huge, humongous. Nowadays, Blizzard does not want him to be like super tanky. They could be tanky enough for like solos and BG Blitz and stuff, but like not giga unkillable in terms of like 1v1s. They just cannot, they can't do it. It just isn't possible. It's so tough. Like for Caligorn versus a mage, that's also another really tough matchup here. But yeah, for Caligorn, maybe he might be able to do something here. Ray of Frost as he's getting absolutely shattered. Full burst charges towards Young Jay, but he got himself the ultra. He knows he's going to ultra back anyways. He's going to back up out of this as soon as possible. Then Frost Nova, freeze out for the water alley. Does not quite connect. He got himself shifting power. But Caligorn got the second wind kicking in. He's actually okay right now. He's actually in an okay spot. Ring of Frost still got the pet for a second. Caligorn just letting the second wind do this work. There's going to be a flare around the corner. Charges in. He knows there's going to be potentially a blink. Ultra out for Young Jay. Does go for a trinket. He interrupts him on Frost though. That is going to be yet another blink. Or Shimmer? Maybe Shimmer? Got himself. Is it Shimmer or is he blinking? It's got to be blink, right? Does root him. Just random root from the frozen orb. Unfortunately, does stop him in place. Is it Shimmer or is it Blink? I can't even tell, dude. Trying to go for a kick does get a juked out. Caligorn looking to get himself a big slam in there, but not quite enough. Glacial Spike is going to hurt. Meteor not going to feel great at all. Diamond the Sword is available. Young Jay with a block. Does get himself a reset. Thank you for coming by, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Hope you enjoyed the duels. Caligorn tried to go for a bit of a heal there, but Young Jay not going to let it happen. Frostbound to follow. Caligorn knows he's either going to close the gap or back the hell out. He's trying to see if he can drop down the platform, but that's a full Ray of Frost while he's shattering into a Warlock Helsing just to keep himself barely alive here. GG's was fun, of course. Usually, hell yeah, dude. Always happy to have you here, man. A fantastic duel against that one rogue with that huge execute at the tail end. It was so good. Definitely enjoyed to watch. It's going to be Young Jay just trying to see if he can drop everything on the Caligorn. I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Yeah, full shatter. That's a rough one. But rest in hell, my boy. You got 200 million damage, 130 million self-healing. My man. It's so good. Let's get us another going here, boys. Rick and Johnny, let me know when you both are ready. That was so good at the end too, man. Flying up in the air one after Rick is out of mobility, out of ports, and being up in the air, immune CC. It was the move he needed. It was exactly what he needed there. Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. I said that is a wrong file. Uh-oh. I don't even know what that file is. OGG Varbos. I don't know what the hell that is. Alrighty. Johnny needs +1, so if you guys want to join in, but welcome to. Oh, both team needs a body. 2 spots are open right now. Yo, Addistat, if you want to invite a homie right now, you're more than welcome to. We got 2 spots open, 1 for each team. If someone in the team, 1v5, new wallpaper. Hey, what? When someone in your team 1v5s a new wallpaper, by the way. Oh, you just keep hanging out? Like, when somebody's 1v5, you're just like, I'm just gonna hang out. I'm not even getting a chance to play. Alrighty. Well, we got spots. 2 spots up, 2 spots open, 1 on each. 1 on each team if you wanna go friends along. What did Rick say? 1 LG ready. I'll wait. Okay. You wait. Wait. Zach, trying? Go for it. Yeah, whenever the spot's open, if you want to reach out to homies or whatever, it's up to you, man. It is up to you, my brethren. Man, these duels have been so fun so far, man. Super fun so far. Put some background YouTube stuff while we wait here anyway. Do it here maybe? I'll do it like I don't know. Here? Try that. Move the audio over. Sign up with my friend. Okay. Yeah. Ready? Okay, so Rick is ready. We got Johnny Boy with +1, and then we'll be good to go, yeah? Alrighty, boys. Yo, these have been so fun. Maybe you guys were right. Maybe no Paladino games is the play. Maybe that is the way. Because so far we had no Paladins, and things have been kind of good. Kinda good. Let's try this for now. Alrighty, well, looks like we are ready with 1. I got 2 persons listed together. I don't know both of them, one the other. You need 1. Other team is all ready. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it looks like it is Drudy. Call it Drudy setting up with a buddy, but they only got one spot, man. They can't take two. They cannot take two. The Drudy and his friend may have to figure something out there about it. You know what I mean? Might have to figure something out. They have one spot open for now. Yeah, even Drudy is asking, like, can we come together? And it's like, you can't if there's two spots, but now there's one. So finally got a double neck with insane skills plus for me. Yo, let's go. Let's go, friend. Oh. Ah, man, I need to replace all my gear with GA gear. I think it's part of my problem, Jake. But yeah, it's gonna take me a second. I will need to, at some point, I need to figure out like when can I transition to like a better build for the Soul Rift or Soul whatever. I got a Shackle with CDR GA. I can't wait to equip it, bro. That seems nutty. That is golden. That thing was necessary for my sword build, and I'm pretty sure I got it with CDR GA. I was so happy. I was so freaking happy, dude. I also got a bunch of GA items, by the way. I got a lot of Chaos Armor that's kind of useless, but it has a big GA. I would think I'd use the Diablo market to potentially like pawn it off for gold. I don't know if people would actually use it for builds, but gotta go until I get Chaos Hands. So it's a bit of a grind for you then still, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this and we do this. All right, Johnny is ready, so we are all aboard and ready to go, boys. All aboard. Let's do a, what map do we do this time? Lord, I run. I said my friend could go, but then the group is full. Yeah, gotta go quick. Gotta go quick, man. If you wait too long, somebody's gonna take a spot. No outlaws. We got insane. Oh no, he's subtlety now, so yeah, no outlaws. Oh wait, we got a lot of rogues on team 1. That's probably okay, right? Preston had to go, unfortunately. ChatGPT heal. Yo, that's such a good name. 3 rogues. It is a lot of rogues, isn't it? What we might have to do is we might have to switch a rogue over to the team 2, like trade rogues. Maybe have like the special code Toxie switch over, or WFN if he wants to, right? But we might have to switch, right? Maybe send a Curdy or Lee, probably Curdy over to that team, and then we send a rogue over to the other team. So then both have a Death Knight, both have 2 rogues. But yeah, I might have to do it after. So Rick, just letting you know, might have to do some switcheroos after this match, yeah? Here we go. Double check it to make sure that I have my audio saved, because I feel like I forget to save it. Switch. Got ourselves, was it Curdy? Curdy first up versus Toxie. Yeah, Toxie, I'm rushing in there little by little. Did you see your daggers? I think you actually switched them out. I think you did get some new daggers this time around. Definitely got a new effect. It's going to be mad death mark. I think it's just over for Curdy. I think if Toxie literally AFKs, I think Curdy just dies. AMS is up. Deathpact is there. The bleeds are staved off with that extra additional health from Deathpact, but he's just not in a great spot. Toxie does get hit with a stun. Does not burn a trinket here. You see just a little bit of damage to Curdy. Just a hair bit more damage and it might be over. Curdy sacrifices the ghoul just to get a little bit more health. Yet another shiv. It is going to be huge choke and huge coin flips from Toxie. Taking him out very, very quickly with ChatGPT heal. Going to be up next. Blind immediately for Toxie. He's still dotted. He's still rotting. He's going to go for a bit of that reset. Try to be as clean with it as possible. No more Cloak of Shadows, unfortunately. Maybe if he can get himself a sap with the stealth, that'd be great. Looks like the Shadow Crashers are zone Shadow Crashers. He actually gets to control where he wants to shoot those mortars. They don't target the player. So potentially could get some good Shadow Crashers around the corner to catch the rogue off guard. Is going to be, however, a cheap shot. Toxie does go for yet another shiv. Big and Venom to follow into a meld right after. Does not go for a Garrode. ChatGPT does get hit with a pretty big slow, though. Is going to go for a lot of healing. Toxie's perfectly fine waiting it out. You are Fade Bound Assassination Rogue. You do get shorter cooldowns on your major CDs like Deathmark as well as Kingsbane. So waiting out for those cooldowns is not a bad move, honestly. Does go for the Garrode. Potentially big Kingsbane here. Cheap shot? No, he's actually just going to go for a bit of that Gull. Get a couple of blades and just bleed out Chat GPT heal for a bit. I think that's exactly what he's going to go for. Burn him out of mana. Put him under pressure. Shadowcrunch does not connect. Yet another Garrod might be dispersed. There goes the disperse with the Kingsbane right after. So for Chat GPT, there's going to be a lot of damage to follow up. Tox trying to see if he can get behind the pillar. Fear does come through. Chat, however, do you have the heal? Does have a Void Torrent, but it looks like Toxie does catch him. That is a tough one, man. That is a tough one. What's it say? Going to be up next. Catching up to Toxie. Immediately Shadow steps behind him. No trick available for Toxie. He's going to have to be very, very careful. Vanish out for Insane. Did he get a buff from Vanish or something? He vanished as if it was like doing damage. But he also got Blades. Toxie with an evasion. Let's try to see if we can wait him out. Does disarm him on the secret technique. I'm pretty sure those images didn't really do as much damage because of disarm. Pretty sure, right? Cheap shot by Toxie. Deathmark is in. Insane with a trinket. Get a shot on Toxie. Does he have enough damage? DFA comes through. Potentially damage here. Cloak of Shadows to follow, but it might not be enough. The Cloak of Shadows is not enough against the Blade Step for Toxie. Just needed to let the dots rot him down and step them. Just to stay away from him for a second. And he catches 3 men. So far catches 3. Young Jay gonna be up next. Wait, switch up the Mog. Look at all. Oh! I was gonna say, it looked like you were looking all formal. No, that's a Chainsaw Man Mog. 100p. 100%. I haven't watched Chainsaw Man in a while, dude. I gotta catch back up with that. I really do have to catch back up with that. Your plan is meant to be some Giga in-game. Build designer, only plan around doing bit 100 on the Theocraft myself. Ah, that's pretty fun. I really want to try that at some point myself, like Theocraft to build myself, right? If it works or if it doesn't, I think that'd be really, really fun. But I just don't play the game enough to go Theocrafting though, unfortunately. Kingsbane is going to be enough to force the mage to a block. Toxie with a smoke bomb. The mage throwing down a bomb. Blizzard does catch Toxie for a quick second. And is going to go for a bit of the reset. Mage Monk is tricking. It is good though. It is good, Ahmed. It is good. If you haven't seen Chainsaw Man, it is good. Wait, they switched it. No, he switched the Mog. I like your Mog. Wait, go back. He's back to being like ethereal looking, which is cool still, but I like that. It wasn't Makima. It was who was it? From Chainsaw Man. The eye patch chick. I guess there's more than one now. I guess there's more than one. But it still looks so good. Young Jay does have himself the pet with the freeze. Toxie does not have Deathmark for a second. That is a sap. Could still get hit with a freeze. No, Elemental, however, does fade. Toxie, however, is slowed by something. I'm not sure exactly what slowed him. Does eat a flurry. Does eat a lance. There's going to be a blink by the mage. Missing the breath with a Garrod to follow. That could be huge for Toxie. He has everything. Deathmark, Kingsbane, everything. No more blocks available for Young Jay. This could be it. This could be it. Maybe Vanish, Garrod, huge go. Let's go for a kick. That's perfect. Full Deathmark is in. Kingsbane is in. No, Kingsbane not in yet. You could potentially get a Kingsbane going either way though. Maybe not even Kingsbane. Just Deathmark and let the bleeds do work. Or maybe that's the play. If he can catch himself a reset, goes in for Garrod, 3 dots, I think it's over for Young Jay. He does catch a reset. Garrod, full dots, and it's over for the man. Breath does not connect. If you can close the gap, Garrod, what is that range of Garrod, by the way? In Venom. This man is so clean with it. Leo does catch him really quickly. Blind right out. Toxie does have a vanish and evasion. But can he escape the grasp of Leo? Is going to get breathed on either way with a Garrod right after. Has a Kingsbane. I don't even know if he just sent a Kingsbane. Disarm for a second to Leo. Actual stop with some of his burst. Yet another step. Does get a Kingsbane. Evasion is up for Toxie for a second. Cheat death for a moment. I don't know if he can go for a kidney shot or anything. Leo has a break out of it in case he needs to. Toxie maybe big in Venom. Toxie got Leo incredibly low. Toxie did get Leo so incredibly low though. That is... What is that healing you right now? Wait, seriously, what is healing you there? That was a big heal. What is doing that passive healing? The Smeshka does get the opener onto Leo. Goes in with a gouge. I feel like at this point he's like, you know what? I'm a rogue. You're not. I have stuns. You don't got a trinket. We all know how this is going to end, Leo. But look, Toxie, by the way, really just popped off, man. Really popped off. Did such a good job. Cheap shots back to back for the Smeshka. Leo barely get himself a death pack. No health to work with. Can't really heal it right now because of the necrotics. But maybe he could wait it out. Lidborn just to give himself some damage reduction. But that's about all he's got right now. Gouge last second for Nesmershka. Catches that vanish. I think just a Shadow Strike will end it, right? Cheap shot, it's over. It's over. Man! Toxie! Bro. That guy is nutty. Assassination rogues are pretty good, huh? Big bleed damage. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas. Let's go, boys. Massive. What do I say? Ready? Beautiful. Johnny, let me know if you're good, and we'll send another one. Yeah, these are really fun. Nope. Chat, maybe you guys were right. Maybe the no paladin strat is the play. John needs one more if y'all want to join in. We got a spot. Got a spot with my main man, Johnny boy. You see the Wolverine trailer? No, I did not. I heard about it, but I didn't see it yet. No. But it was a healer. They might need two if they got an actual healer. But yeah, no, I did not. No, I did not. But yeah, I probably should look at it though. I saw that it popped up on the PlayStation and like YouTube recommended, and I thought, like initially when I heard about the game, I was excited, but then like I heard a lot back and forth, and then the Wolverine initial leaks, and then the leaks in particular didn't get me excited at all. It actually kind of killed some of that excitement. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Wanna trade rogues? We should give you guys a rogue. Open up the group again real quick. Yeah, let's do the rogue trade real quick. Let's do rogue trade real quick. Yeah, so Rick is gonna open it up. Johnny should also open it up. They need a couple more for Rick. Did rogue bounce? Did the rogues bounce? Double check them with Rick if they have rogues or not, but they need two more by the looks of it. I guess. It's beautiful, I'm happy, and some still chose to launch it. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the game's leaks. Like the story leaks, it just kind of felt generic, not great. Like you have a Wolverine game, but then you like the leak was, I don't know if the leak is real, but it just didn't, it was weird, right? Some of the early models, and it's like, why does everybody look like I know it's like early models or whatever, but like characters just didn't look great. And then like the story leaks like made no sense. Like you could have a Wolverine game, but there's like the plan apparently needs to replace him for like later half of the game. It was like, wait. I don't know if that's real or not, but this is leaks from like Insomniac. So I'm like, I don't really know if that's the right mode. I'm wondering if I will ever see have a free server. I don't think so. I don't think so. Ready? Only one rogue. Okay. Beautiful. I think we are set. Looks like we are ready. Other team only got one rogue now. No paladins, right? But somebody got hacked, came out, hacked DDoS and loaded developers and everything. It was all on top of data leaks in the games. The reason Venom got canceled. Yeah, I don't think they should have got DDoS. I don't think the devs needed to have like their personal info exposed or anything like that. So definitely sucks for them. That sucked. But the actual like leaks for the Wolverine project, like at first it was like, oh cool, Spider-Man was really good. These guys probably could do another Marvel game. And then like the story leaks came out, and it just gave me like, it gave me the vibes of like The Last of Us. Like The Last of Us first game, excellent, masterpiece, cinema, 10 out of 10, great, definitely worth playing. But then the second game does like a weird switcheroo of like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so good, and then you just, you know, take out a golf club. And then it's just like, oh, okay, character that you had in all your promotional materials, and what turned out to be fake future cinematics to make it look like the character was going to be in the game through the end of it. Not real. It was like, okay, a bit of a switcheroo. It gave me those kind of feels of like, I don't know. It just kind of felt awkward. Yeah, I'd rather put a MOA on a Game Pass on a free server. MOA on a Game Pass actually wouldn't be that bad. Because then it's like, basically you still would be paying $50 subscription, or however much that is. But you also get other games as well. That actually wouldn't be that bad if they did that at some point. Probably won't be that bad. Young is going over. Ready? Are we good? Because the other team is ready. We might need to figure out someone with Young later. Yeah, okay. We'll send it. Like, maybe those leaks are not right. Maybe they made some bunch of changes in between of that. Who knows, right? But initially, it was like, I was kind of excited. And then I got that icky Last of Us 2 vibes. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. So my excitement definitely did drop. So when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, cool. And I just didn't really look at it. Yeah. But there's a couple of games that stuff like this happened with like a bit of weird bait and switch. Like the new Resident Evil game. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I know we should be dueling right now. But Resident Evil game, the one that's set in Japan or whatever, it was an interesting, like, trailers looked interesting, but the gameplay does not fit Resident Evil at all. It looks like a bad version of Dark Souls. And then there was some story leaks and stuff that came out, which like kind of have cultural significance. But apparently it's like they're doing it really heavy-handed and they're not doing a great job with it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the gameplay did not look great. So I don't know. I feel like I just been with some of the newer games. Bayek, that's the guy I was gonna talk about earlier. That's Bayek's friend. He's probably like, yo, stop yapping. Get a game going. Got room. Check after a game. Bayek unfortunately plays a paladin though. Like, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe the game will be an absolute certified banger, and maybe all those like leaks, all those issues that I saw as leaks, maybe some of them were faked. Who knows? Who knows? What am I gonna send you guys? Tiger's Peak? Try Tiger's Peak. Yeah. Just tangent. Venom. I also heard that with Insomniac, apparently there was like gonna be like a multiplayer Spider-Man game that got cancelled. Yeah. I'm sure it looks like the leaks that they made them change direction entirely. Are not leaning to it as much. Maybe. It's very possible that maybe they had like a storyline plan. Leaks came out and they were like, oh, okay, maybe we should make some changes. You know, getting DDoS isn't fun, but it's still, you know, maybe because the reaction on leaks was not great. Do you think Riot MMO would kill WoW? We know nothing about Riot MMO, and Riot, I mean, Valorant didn't kill CSGO, right? I don't think so. With like those $160 for blue. So I don't know, man. Maybe they'll just come out with a banger, but they've been quiet, and who knows? We know nothing about it. Do they have a world that could potentially like encapsulate players? Yes. Will they do it correctly? Who the hell knows? Look at Star Wars. Literally a universe that's amazing, expansive, and they've just absolutely which messed it up at every corner. So I feel like you could, doesn't matter how big and exciting your world is, you could definitely make some real big mistakes. Gonna be Caligor and open it up, or get it opened up on Binance. Actually turning around with an immediate trinket, trying to see if he can establish himself a bit of a foothold versus the rogue. Hanging around by the corner with the snow is where the little snow hill is at. Is gonna hit the rogue with a bleed. I don't know if you got a leap maybe to charge around the corner to catch up to the rogue, but maybe. He does have to worry about the fact that he does not have a trinket anymore though. So we will have to see. You know what I mean? The Smirshka catches that reset. Quick Saparine over after as he backs up out of there. Gateway's getting set up. And Caligor is actually going to go back to his side of the pillar. Side of the area. The Smirshka does catch himself with a cheap shot. Kind of hanging around next to the... Still got some line inside that he could retreat behind in case he needs to. Caligorn catches him in a stun. Gouge could Zerka rage out of it potentially. It's going to be a Warbreaker, Blaze Storm, evasion out for the Smirshka. Caligorn actually going to cancel Blaze Storm immediately just to make sure you get some damage. Fiora into the Smirshka. I don't know if you have a stun to follow up with here. Might need to go for a parry. The Rogue trying to see if he can run out of there. There goes the parry. He managed to follow. Does get a bleed on him either way though. As he got Battle Master Trinket, Battle Stance available. Maybe leap it in. Does he have a stun? Does he catch up? Charge! What is that charge around the corner? It definitely did not have line inside of the guy. Cheap shot trades out with his Stormbolt. Disarm to follow. Does get a disarm as well. I think he's just trying to see if he can get himself an opportunity to go for a proper demolish and then take him out as best as he can. You know what I mean? I think it's what he's trying to go for. Into a smoke bomb. try to see if he can escape. And it's going to be Caligar mounted back up. Second wind kicking back in. Eyes are available, but this defense stands up immediately for the Rogue's opener. He's going to try to see if he can... Actually, almost caught him, it looks like. I don't know if the Rogue still had a bleed on him or not. But a full secret technique over a Smushka. He does have blades into a Stormbolt. Has a trinket for it. Caligar is going to take a lot of damage here. Then it's going to be a big coup de grace back to back. Does a reflect for some of that shadow damage disruptions to at least reduce it. Big demolish to follow. Maybe huge execute. Needs a big go. And charges the Rogue as the bleeds does take him. But Leo rushing in. Not going to give Caligar even a chance to recover. Instant disarm before Leo even goes in for a big burst. For Caligar, he's not in a great spot. Chain of Ice slowing him down. Fear into Leo does break out of it. Hit him with a Stormbolt. And I think it's going to be over. Yeah, unfortunately, Warrior versus Death Knight. There's just not much you can do there. Unfortunately. Kid is shot by WFN. Cloak of Shadows to follow. As Leo got himself full IBF. Just try to see if he could just bunker down against the Rogue. That is a lot of pressure in the opener. Evasion right after blinds him. Trinket to follow. Leo might just be dead. Death Pact is still available. He's trying to see if maybe Death Strikes will be enough. Does hit him with a stun from the Froststone's Fury. Disarm to follow. Might be a Death Pact angle here. Does go for a Death Pact, but with that cheap shot, I think it might be lights here. The Rogue still trying to see if he can break through that health bar as best as possible. Barely is able to. Still staying on there as best as possible. MS up for Leo. WFN with a vanish. He's going to be able to gain access to his health bar again. However, no trinket, no stops. First aid. The Rogue, I think, has a bleed. That or a throw. Shuriken throw, maybe? To disrupt him. He has a couple of death strikes he could use here and there. Into a silencer of the Rogue. Can't really stop him. Cleave once. If the Rogue goes in for a stun, it's over. WFN, if he goes in for a cheap shot here, it is over. Cheap shot, it is done. Unfortunately, it is done. That is rough. Megami is going to be up next. Charges in. Oh, wait. For some reason, I thought you were human for a moment. Just very human, very healthy looking undead. Almost look like a human. But those yellow glowing eyes definitely don't look that human. Definitely don't look that human. 21 Rogue does make Rogues compete. Just dot and run while the enemy suffocates? Yo, seriously. Seriously. Rogue still got quite a bit of decent pressure with dots, man. Still a bit of decent pressure. Is that a Rixa eyeball just getting the angles? I'm okay with that. As long as they're not like in people's way. But yeah, if he wants to get himself a better angle for some footage, man, more than welcome to. Big burst out. Megami does get himself the Phoenix. Is going to kite the Rogue back into the Phoenix. It's got barrages. Oh, I'm pretty sure the Phoenix is the one that ended the Rogue there with a big pyroblast. That was some damage. Trying to see if he can go for Ring of Frost before Call of Duty. Get himself a proper opener. Dots are in. Mega is immediately going to go for damage. As much burst as possible. Ice Block no longer available. May to go for an Invis. Cauterize is going to proc, but it doesn't matter. Trudy apparently does get the full Grove in. The whole Grove joins in on the action. Taking down the mages. But it looks like Curdy going to be up next. Unless it's going to be ChatGPT. GPT? I messed up his name completely. Is it a GPT, right? GTP? No, GPT. Yeah. I'm getting myself confused here. Looks like Curdy is going to be next. He's given Drudy, I think, a bit of an honor though, but Drudy is already out and about stalking it in stealth, man. He's ready to go. So if Curdy, if you want to pick up eyes or do whatever, man, he's kind of giving Drudy an opportunity to get the proper opening here. As a boom kid though, if he gives himself a good angle, he'll be in a great spot. Does go for the stun with a full Illusion. Trees are in, leaping out in a gorgeous, just a majestic stag. Disarm right after. As Curdy is trying to stay on top of Drudy. Full army of undeads is in play. Just gotta find a way to slow him down. That or grip Drudy back into the undeads. That A-bomb definitely needs to get some play there. Drudy walks into the army of undeads. I think it might be lights for him here. Bear form, Burskin. I think it's over. Curdy does it. I'm cleaving him down. That entire army was in play. Who is up next? Is it going to be Rasta or Rasta Swag? Rasta Swag? I'm messing up your name super hard, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I actually like your mog with the pants too. That looks dope. It is going to be Rick Meister up next. Mortal onto Curdy is going to go for the big gateway, get himself out of dodge as fast as possible. Curdy's back there, kind of stuck with the Felguard. Is going to be a tyrant summoned up. Rick does not have additional pets. It's only really the Felguard. Oh, he does have demon dogs. I was going to say, doesn't have second Felguard. Look at that Overlord just running down, dude. Holy. He's just running with purpose, dude. He's so fast. It's gonna be Doomguard joins in as well. Yoink and Rick way out of there. Rick, I don't know if he's anywhere close to a gateway. No, apparently he is close to a gateway. He has a position in a perfect spot. Or portal, rather. Gateway is in a good position, too. Curdy getting knocked out of a dome. I think it's over. Yeah, Rick just needs to give himself a little bit of time. Those pets with the Demon Doggos, Tyrant did just enough physical damage to put pressure onto the Death Knight. Chat GPT is going to be up next. Full, wait, what? He stops. He stood still for a second. I don't know if it was DC or something happened. Or an ASUS. He's going to have to go for a full disperse, and I think he's going to have to back up out of there completely. He is the Archon Priest, so he's going to have a setup before he has himself any kind of big go. Unfortunately, does get hit with an axe toss, trickles out of it, but still locked out. Demonic Tyrant is going to be around the corner. Maybe he can go for fear on those pets. Ideally, fearing the pets and Rick would be great. Dark Ascension, he needs something. I think it's over. No, yeah, that is tough. That is very, very tough. Everybody got a chance to play by the looks of it, except Rasta Swag. He didn't get a chance to play, but everybody else did. Well done. Pretty cool. We got time for Una Mas, boys. Let's get another one going. So Rasta Swag can actually get a chance to play there, yeah? Rick and Johnny, let me know when the both boys are ready. We'll be good to go. League didn't kill Hots. Hots kill Hots, yeah. But we're gonna kick. No, Toxie. No. We're still in play, man. We're still in play. We just had way too many rogues, and we needed to do some switching around with rogues. But yeah, we're still in play. Rick is ready. Johnny, let me know when you're ready. And we'll be good to go. Hots is faster queues than Overwatch on the Yun. Yeah. Waking the boys up, flashbang. Man, we've got like one more or two more games in us for the night. Nah, dude. Nah, we don't need a wake up call. It's evening time. Maybe hit you guys with a Blades Edge Arena. Right? That'll be annoying enough. Johnny, let me know when you're ready and we'll be good to go, bud. Unless you need more bodies. Looks like he does actually. If you guys got a +1, if you want to join in. Johnny, got a room for one more. If y'all want to join in, get in here. Bayek, I want to tell Bayek to join in. Bayek, if you hear me, we got a spot. Although we have been doing a no paladin rule. Priest is relogging. Okay, Priest is coming back in. Give him a second. Give him a second. And we'll get this going in a moment here. I'm ready. They got a spot man in LFG, and Priest is relogging though. So they're probably going to take the Priest whoever your logs into. We also had a no paladin rule for the night, but you can still sign up in case the Priest doesn't come back. That could work, right? Now, do you ever join these duels? So I used to, but I can't be participating and be a spectator camera. Plus, I play a rogue. Like, who wants to watch me play a rogue in PvP? In 5V5 1v1? Who wants to watch me play Stealth Simulator 2005? 2025? You know what I mean? Strats from 2005 though, to be honest. But I can't do spectator and I can't be participating. When I can, I think it would be fun to do both, but yeah. Yeah. Or the coach don't play. The camera, I mean, you need somebody, when you have the Super Bowl, right? You got people operating the camera. I am the camera. I am the one-man production team. The production team doesn't go there and catch the ball and get a touchdown, right? They don't field goals. They're out here commentating the entire thing and capturing the experience for your entertainment. Oh, I guess if I should have used World Cup, right? I shouldn't have said Super Bowl. I should have said World Cup. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. But yeah. Alrighty, let me know when you guys are good to go. Still waiting for the Paler, but Bayek, if you do sign up, I might be able to take ya. Yeah, sure. Yeah, get Bayek. Get Bayek. We might probably have one more in us. Well, this is like the fastest match in the world. I take a break from D4 for the night. I've done 40 Paragon levels. Kind of want to get some mop leveling out of the way. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I definitely want to get some WoW barrel farming, brute farming. Maybe get some ults out of the way because Memnarch is going to need some keys. So I need to help him out with those. Ready? Alrighty. We're going to send it, boys. Blaze Edge. I'm pretty sure this is going to be our first game, second game tonight with a Paladin because Bayek is in. Unless Bayek got like an ult that he bringing in. But we're going to give it the best shot we got. Right? Even though it's a Paladino, give it the best shot we got, boys. Yeah. One game with a Paladino, but I think we'll be mostly fine, hopefully. Watch Paladin go in and just a full 1v5 sweep though, chat. Is this foreshadowing? Maybe, possibly. Switch. I don't know if I've done it or not. Bayek joins over in the team too. Man, I need to get this mount again. Next time it's on a trading post. Because I like these mounts, dude. The big toilet bowl mounts. I think the Legion version. Is it always been this like low poly though? Because my graphics are good. Or is it something bugging? Why can I smell these pixels, dude? They're so large. Is that normal? From a distance it looks fine, but like when you get too close it just becomes uncanny. I don't like that. Got Curdy on that team as well. We got Leo, Nasmershka, as well as Meg over on the team. Drudy over for the team one, or ready to go. Caligorn looks like potentially might not be going first. Let's set up a keg of food. Let's set up some soup. We got ourselves Rasta, we got ourselves Rick, we got ourselves WFN, and it looks like Judy is going to be set up first versus Megami. Mages versus the Druid. I actually think Boomkit has a pretty good go versus mages here. Does the burst, raw pressure from the trees and all that, that could be really good. Though Meg, all they got to do is make sure Druidy's out in the open where the Phoenix is at and let the Phoenix do a lot of that damage. So for Druidy, he's going to have to be very careful when he gets the opener. And down here, though, it's going to be a little tough, though. Problem is, Meg doesn't play normal Blink. Might be playing Shimmer. Will definitely need to get himself an angle. That's a lot of damage on Drudy. Immediately block from Meg. He's going to get the Phoenix, though. Look at that bird go. It's the duel of the pets. The Phoenix versus the Druid Grove. And Drudy is under a lot of pressure. Meg catching up a lot of healing. Cauterize did go through. All the time was huge for him. Both are very, very low. Roar for a second into a clone. No more trigger for Meg. Does not have a block anymore. For Drudy catching up a little bit of healing. Will maybe need to go for Polymorph. Will not happen while in Boom conform. Ring of Frost also is not going to happen. Shifted Power, still having to cancel all of those. And I think Meg just dead to the dots, right? Unfortunately, Meg might be dead to the dots. Unless they can do something. Shield is up. Is able to waddle out of there. Maybe can go for some food. Is going to be in combat thanks to those images, though. So will not be able to get a lot of healing. Maybe can wait out until he can get himself a good angle versus Drudy. Drudy is also out of Boomkit form for a second. I think try to see if he can bait like a poly again. Potentially. Try to go for a kick, juked it completely. Still was able to get it. Heart of the Wild is in play. Meg got himself shields, but as soon as the shields are gone, he might be in a bit of a rough spot. Catching up just a little bit of healing, though. It's going to be a root for a second. Unless you got to combust, you might be in a rough spot. And Meg, just trying to see if you can avoid the trees, man. The trees! Oh, those trees are going to hurt. Look at them punching. Look at him go! The trees! Are you dead? Are the dots going to be enough? Oh, that star. Literally wished upon a star of like, I wish this mage would drop, and he got the wish. He's got his wish. Bayek gonna be up next. He knows that Drudy is gonna be the competitor. Drudy, I think, is gonna have to wait until like the trees are back up and everything, right? That was messed up. Yeah, the trees, man. The trees, dude. Lorax, it speaks for the trees, dude. The trees are not like Meg. Unfortunately, Roar, Drudy with a Cyclone, Bayek with a Trinket, blind to follow, Trinket's out of it, trying to see if he can silence him. Hodge, however, goes through. I don't think he was able to silence it. Serial Glare still goes through. Drudy still can go for some defense. Incarnation, Fury Balloon, trees, everything is available, and Bayek does not really have line of sight. So if Drudy goes in for damage now, might be the play. Does someone to Bayek to try to see if he can stop some damage. He's so far away from any kind of tree, any kind of line of sight. So if you go for some damage, that could be a good time for it. Did get the trees, did get Fury Balloon. I don't know if you pop the Incarnation right now. I think honestly plays defensive, waits for cooldowns to come back again. So you can maybe double Incarn. This could be the play, and it is going to catch himself a reset. As a Druid, was able to survive it. That save from 100 to 0 was good. Yeah, it was pretty good though. Yo, the burst of the pets, by the way, the dryads, the trees, big damage out for Druidy. Bayek in with a spell warding, just immune magic damage. Druidy's gonna have to be very careful. That's gonna be a Hodge. Bayek with a full ghost, searing glare, so Druidy can't even counter him. He has to go barrel for himself, heal and Barskin. I think he's just dead. Yeah, that is so unfortunate. That is, I think, the best a druid can do against a paladin, though, unfortunately. Rick, dude, I barely ever see Rick in his dragon form, man. Barely ever see Rick in his full dragon form. It is wild looking. It is going to be an interrupt on those pets. Axe toss, Handle Dons are flying through. Shadow bolts, Fear is in. He's going to get himself Netherward in case there's a Hodge out for Bayek. Bayek does go for Wake of Ashes. Axe toss short, has all the pets with the chart to follow. Bayek may potentially be looking at maybe using a bubble blind on all those pets, but the Felguard somehow still is in play. It's going to go for an Axe toss. Doomguard is in. It's going to be a lot of damage for Bayek to deal with, and it's just not in a good spot. Lay Enhance may also need to come out. He's got himself double Dawnlight, so he's got himself Eternal Flame and Dawnlight, healing him, keeping him barely alive, but it's still so much pressure. Lay Enhance does go through. Axe toss for after with a Chaos Mother around the corner. You may just have to bubble either way. Shield of Ed is keeping him alive, but barely. Rick needs to be very, very careful. That next Hodge could be very deadly. AoE for you for a second. Bayek tricks out of it. Port out for Rick in case there's going to be a Hodge to follow. And Bayek still just out in the open. Those pets, whatever demons you get to summon, they are putting in quite a bit of pressure. Netherward, he knows to delay the Hodge though. He knows to delay it. It's going to be a Hodge right here. Potentially Wall is going to go for a wall for Rick. Searing Glare. So off of that Hodge, he can just keep the pressure rolling. And Tyrant, however, you can't miss summoning a Tyrant. Or, not a Tyrant. It was another pet. Pet Lord is going to do a lot of damage. The bubbles in. And Rick may need to port out of here. Trying to see, he's going to get himself a Tyrant. Out of the bubble, Bayek is going to be under a lot of trouble unless he goes in for a blind on those pets. Trying to see if he can slow him with a Consecration, but those pets are still in play, unfortunately. He may need to jump off the platform to get away from the pets. That's exactly what he's doing. Rick with a big gateway. Got himself a bit of a reposition. Is going to go for a bit of line of sight. Does not want to be out here with Bayek, but he needs to make sure those pets are chasing after the guy at all times. And those pets should do plenty decent damage, though. Oh, another word to reflect the Hodge back and Bayek. Had to go down. Overload joins in. AoE Fear. Those pets need to stay on Bayek. Just needs a little bit of damn. Shadow Fear. Just a little bit more damn. Just a little more damn. Bayek. Pit Lord. Chaos Mother. Oh, that Doomguard is going to do a lot of damage as soon as you get line of sight. Oh, Doomguard is resetting, unfortunately. Bayek go with full Dawnlight. Wake of Ashes is on those pets. Dawnlight first aid. Try to see if he keeps himself alive. Rick get hit with the blind. There's not another word. Axe toss to lock him out of Holy, however. So he knows he can't get locked out of Holy Fear right after all those pets are back and Bayek at no health. Pit Lord is in. But he doesn't have line of sight. I don't know, Bayek. How do you live this, man? How do you live this? How do you survive this? That is the Tyrant on top of it, too. Oh, a Demon Bolt around the corner, though. That is so rough. Or like Warlock, but it's sad. This is the only way to play the 1-on-1 style. What, just running away? I mean, you are the commander of demons, right? If you take out the commander, the entire army falls apart. So you gotta keep yourself alive, and you gotta kind of let the demons do work, man. You have to play to your strengths. Your strength is your demons. Let them do damage. Let them do damage. You don't need to put yourself in danger. You don't need to put yourself literally in the face of danger. As a caster, you should be kiting. Can't stand the, I can't stand, I hit the Hodge on the Reflect. Would have been over. Yeah, exactly, man. Try to land those Hodges on the Reflect. That could definitely turn it around on you. That Nether word was well done. It is a fairly long cooldown, though. So, like, landing it and trying to predict it, it is tough. Especially if you're, like, so used to delaying it. Yeah. If you usually delay a Hodge, like, if first global is usually Blaze, you can usually, like, see it ahead of time. And then delay it, and then lock him down. Tyrant isn't playing. The Spurs could try to see if he can step right on top of Rick. Is going to go for cheap shot. Rick, I think, has a port. Doomguard spawns in a great spot, so the Spurs can't go anywhere. Just take damage to the face. Cloak Shadows may help. Let's go for a vanish. I think there's no dots on the Smurfs, so he's going to be okay, though, right? Pretty sure. Isaac getting picked up, and Rick immediately hits him with a Demon Bolt. Fear right after, keeping the Rogue out in the open. All the pets are in play. Gloomhound is summoned back up. Double Gloomhound is going to chase him. Cloak Shadows up for the Smurfs. Does go for a quick step into a axe toss by the Warlock blind, but it doesn't matter. Does end up taking out the Rogue. That Doomguard comes in handy. And Leo is good. Oh, Curdy is going to be up next. Blind onto Rick. He needs to just make sure he gets all the pets in. Pit Lord instantly joins in for Rick, though does a decent damage for Curdy. The A-bomb and all the armies of undeads are in play. Big gateway out for Rick. He's got himself a nice little escape plan from the middle. So he's basically got a way to go from the one side of the arena to this side, and he can go back to the other side under the bridge with a port. So he's got himself a couple of escapes. That's exactly what he needs. Wall out for Rick. Try to see if he can land a few onto Curdy. But he's got himself every defensive Lichborn and everything up. It's going to be short stunned by the Beth. Tricky to follow for Rick. Try to see if he can back up out of there. Does get a port. Curdy with the death back. He's still got all these demons chasing after him. The undeads are trying to position in order to get damage onto Rick. Rick tried to build resources off those undeads, but he's mostly just chilling over here. And it looks like Curdy died. Okay, I looked away for 2 seconds and Curdy died. I am not sure what killed him. I am actually not sure what killed him. I am not sure, but Rick so far has been running a hell of a match, but looks like Leo is going to be able to shut him down as Rick is just drained. Nothing else he can do. Does get a little pit lord at the end, but that's about it. Rasta finally getting a chance to play, but it's going to be down for Leo to potentially bring it back. 9 minutes into the match, 47% dampening. I don't know if it's going to happen. Rasta just need to make sure he gets some dots on the Leo, full on dark layer, and let the dots rot him. GG, definitely GG, unless, gotta go. Good night, y'all. Thanks so much for coming by and saying, appreciate you, man. Appreciate ya. For Leo, he has himself human racial. He's got himself an otter mount, an otuk, a blue one, gorgeous looking mount. He's got AMS, so you potentially could get AMS opener to try to deny the UA. Is going to go for AMS, silence, roster trinkets with a port. He knows he needs to just get away from Leo's burst. This is all his damage. Mortal Coil to trade with that stun. That is huge, but it's going to be a grip for the Death Knight either way. Trying to go for a UA. There's so much damage out of the Death Knight. Big burst, roster with a wall. The cleave from the side still goes through. Has the dots on the Leo, but he couldn't go for a dark layer, I don't think. The dots are in. Leo is melting little by little. Hold on a second. WFN. If you just wait, the dots might take him out. No, he's going to go in with a cheap shot. Immediate human racial out for Leo. Try to get whatever healing he can out of the rogue. But the rogue with, I think, a vanish, right? Yeah, he did vanish. I was going to say, just should have just let those dots rot him down, because then he can't heal you. Shivara killed him through the wall. Did it actually? Okay, I'll need to go back and look. I don't think Leo got anything left here. Against a rogue, Death Knights do struggle, especially at like no cooldowns. That is tough. Rick picked up only 3? Oh, I guess Druid did get 1. I thought Rick got 4 there for some reason, but I guess I'm wrong. All right. Well, with that chat, what time is it? 5:00? Yeah, I think with that chat, we are going to be calling here for the time being. Super fun though. Super fun duels. Tomorrow going to be duels over in the NA region. So we'll be back in that region tomorrow. Thank you so much for going by, man. These duels have been absolute banger. I cannot wait to go through all of these. These have been a lot of fun, man. Lot of fun. Nice. Easiest key of the season. Hell yeah. Gambit turned into a 14 Eco Dome. Easy. Let's go last. I gotta, dude. In that case, have a great day. Yeah. Hell good, man. You guys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow duels are going to be not at this time. They're going to be a little late. Basically, as we're ending now, that's the time we'll be starting duels for NA tomorrow. You're more than welcome to join. Support the NA homies. To get some games there. All that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch all of you boys in the next stream. Alrighty? Alrighty. Peace.
So close to where we belong. Now we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. trying to step back and see the view from above. Cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves.